Hello, anybody here? Give me a minute because my iPad had died and it just came online. So I need to go look up my live stream so I can see the chat because I cannot see the chat very well from my phone. So bear with me. Okay. How is everybody this evening or morning or whatever it is for you over there? Oh no, can't connect to the internet? Of course it can't. Hold on, because these songs get louder every time I play them. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. My playlist is different. Hi, Jason. How are you? As you can see, we're going to do things very differently today because I was guided to do it different. Oh no, can you not hear me? Hold on, because. Hold on, guys. It turns out that my AirPods are now coming through on my iPad. That's not what I want. Settings. Oh boy. Difficulties. Now, hopefully, it goes to my phone. Jason, you're gonna have to tell me if you can hear me or not. I heard myself, but I don't know if it was coming through the speakers or not. Anyway, you let me know if you can hear me. Now I have to go do the live chat. Oh, shit. I can't see anything here. There we go. Hi, Cody. You know what, Cody? It's funny that you're here because I was going to put my community post or somewhere out there and it said, Cody, if you're reading this, you need to be here. So, I have a funny story for you that I will get to in a little bit. So it's quite fascinating. Um, I forgot to light one candle here. Bear with me. Okay. Yeah, so I'm glad you're here. Because your name came up today, and something else happened while I was talking to somebody with your name, and it was pretty mind blowing to say the least. Anyway, I'm gonna wait just a couple of minutes. There's a lot to cover here, so I don't know. It's funny because I was getting all excited about this live because it's different, but now my unhealthy ego is kicking in, thinking like, what are you doing? Because this is like Chinese zodiac, and people are used to doing the other zodiacs, like Pisces, Gemini, Taurus, whatever. But my guides are telling me right now, because see, the enemy's already trying to come in, and they're saying, you know what? Why are you getting hung up on this? We guided you to this. There's a reason why you're doing this. So it does not matter if like anyone's going to be interested, because here's the thing, because I am evolving, I'm growing, I'm learning. They've led me to this Chinese zodiac stuff for a reason. Okay. We are expanding our knowledge. We're not just sticking to Pisces, Taurus, Gemini. If you are going to be spiritual, you need to be encompassing all of the cultures on earth, which also ties into, you know, different ways of learning or like how cultures view certain things. And here's the thing, if God created it, then there's value in there. And as I was preparing for this reading, because I'm going to give you guys some information about the year of the dragon and things like that. It does tie into a lot of what those of you who watch these things, it ties into um, the zodiac signs that we've been used to on Western, like Western astrology, or if you want to call it that. It's not really Western, but you get my point, right? Um, Western culture, that's what I really want to say. But as I was doing this, I started to get a lot more downloads and insight and awareness into things, which is fascinating in itself. So even me doing this type of reading, it's expanding my own knowledge, and hopefully it will do the same thing for you, because we're trying to encompass everything that the world has to offer. And there is value in this, right? With regards to Chinese culture here and how they view their zodiac. So if you know, they go with only animals, and the only animal that is not an actual real animal is the dragon. And this is the year of the dragon. It's something that we don't really see. I mean, we have Komodo dragons and things, they're close enough, but if we're looking at this from what we know, we're not really seeing them in the physical world. So it's going to be quite a magical year for a lot of people, especially for certain Chinese zodiac signs, which I will get to later. Um, so, yeah, but anyway, for me, I'm a Gemini sun. So, Aquarius moon, I go outside. All right. I'm not here to just be learning one thing and one thing only. I'm here to expand my knowledge. And this is actually a massive year for me in doing that. Okay. This is the year of expansion with this dragon energy. So we're here to make certain changes. And it's not just in our spiritual growth and things like that, it's in our knowledge, it's in acquiring different things from other cultures, different ways of thinking. That is Aquarius energy, by the way. We still in the Aquarius season. We're still feeling the effects of the new moon in Aquarius. All right. But, this is stepping outside of this, to start to get us to realize like there's other stuff that we can learn from, other cultures and things like that. And because, Chinese culture, they have their own gods and goddesses too, which I was learning about that too, right? I learned some of the names of them as I was doing my research on this. And it's quite fascinating how everything connects to everything else. That's the point. Okay. It doesn't matter that their zodiacs go through the whole year. It's not 12 zodiacs in one year for what we're used to. Okay. It's the year of the dragon from now until January 28th of 2025. When we're talking about Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius, it's a season, right? It's about a 30-day cycle ish, right? It's different. The energy shifting. So they're telling me there's something here about with um, that type of zodiac, okay, with the changes 12 times a year in the middle of the overarching year of the energy of the Chinese zodiacs, in this case, the year of the dragon, there's something to be said here, okay, with that. So, this is really fascinating shit. And again, because I'm Gemini sun, I love to learn. I absolutely love to learn, and I soak up things like a sponge, and it helps me to become more wise, not just intelligent, it's gaining wisdom with this stuff, okay? So, yeah, so Cody, I'm just looking at your your chat here. So you were born the year of the rat? Okay. So, yes, thank you for they told me to get this shirt. And they said, "You're gonna do a Chinese zodiac sign reading, and we're gonna tell you to get this shirt." All right. And I said, "Okay, I don't really need the shirt." They said, "No, get the shirt for a reason. Let me tell you something. If you guys have been on my mobile app, you've been seeing me post some amazing shit that I have been experiencing, okay? If you look at the text here, it says power, nobleness, honor, luck, and success, okay? It's going to be a lucky year for a lot of people, all right? It's definitely going to be a lucky year, especially for the dragons, those who were born in the year of the dragon. Um, It's also going to be an amazing year for the monkeys, pigs, and the roosters, especially the monkeys. I am a monkey, by the way. So when I was doing this research, I'm like, holy shit balls. And I was already feeling it. With 2024, it's gonna be very, very, very different for me. And I'm already starting to see it. Just today alone, it has been an insanely lucky day. Okay, like holy shit balls. And I'm like, okay, I'm wearing this shirt and I'm going into the first day of the Chinese New Year, and I'm thinking it's Aquarius season. My moon's in Aquarius. We were still feeling the effects of the moon in Aquarius, which peaked yesterday. Let me tell you. And it starts with Cody. I suddenly had the urge to call my insurance company, which is Progressive, because my insurance is going up on Valentine's Day. And I said, well, I'll get to it to see if they can bring it down when I get to it. I was having tea by the pool earlier today. And my guide said, no, call them up. And I said, okay. And I said, man, but I got stuff to do. I wanted to do a client reading before heading out with my son today and doing other things. And they're like, no, you call Progressive. Long story longer, I spoke to someone named Cody, and it didn't register until maybe 10 minutes into the conversation that I said, my guide said, there's a Cody that comes up in your lives, Jess. There's a reason for this. And I said, oh shit. And I put my hand to my mouth as the guy was telling me some things. Something crazy, crazy, crazy happened after that. But anyway, so I'm talking to a Cody, and such a pleasurable man, not in that way. Very nice, very attentive, very, very helpful. Oh my God. And he had this energy. It was beautiful, right? And he turns out to be in a specialty group. He's not a regular progressive agent. And he goes, oh, I know everything there is to know about all the insurances for all the states. I'm in a special group. It's called CPT. And when he was not spelling out the letters, when he was saying the acronym, he said Charlie, right? Papa. But he said Tom instead of Tango. Now, if you know anything about the military, the call signs and things, not call signs, but in the military, when they're doing the alphabet, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what Cody was doing. Charlie, Papa. Instead of saying Tango, he said Tom. Now, some of you know what that means. Others of you, I'm being guided not to kind of give away too much, but that T thing has, with the name Cody and that other name that came in, that blew me out of the water. And I'm like, I'm sitting drinking my tea near the pool. Okay. There was something that just was resonating. Like it was insane. But the cool thing was, we chatted for 40 minutes and he was funny and he was very sweet and very helpful. So, what can I do for you today? What are your problems? And I told him I had my catalytic converters in my car are crapping out. And he goes, let's go through this line by line, one by one, to get you what you really need for your car insurance. So, listen to this. I went from $110 that was supposed to start on Wednesday to $77 a month for my car insurance. When I talk about luck, and I told Cody, I said, Cody, I got lucky that you picked up the line. He goes, actually, you did, because not many people get to speak to the specialty group agents. You see why when God tells you to do something, when your intuitive hit says, go buy the shirt, go call the person, go do this, it's going to work in your favor. And when your energies are aligned, when you have this excitement about everywhere, and God has been showing up big time every fucking day, it's not even funny. Okay. So he brought down my monthly insurance cost by A whole shit ton. It was even less than what I was paying before they were gonna jack it up for February, okay? But there's also the energies. You have to be grateful because when I found out it was gonna go up, I said, "Okay, God, well, I'm just gonna have to pay the extra $20 and I need car insurance, right?" I'm still driving the thing, but, like, I can't really drive it far off places like I used to and things like that. Because at some point, the work for catalytic converters is extensive, and my car is super old. So, when you kinda do the math, it's not really worth it, but I'm just grateful that my car still runs, okay? So, and I said, "Okay, God, if I'm gonna have to pay $110 a month, then fine." But then today, they were, like, getting me to nudging me to say, "Why don't you go call them, Jess, and see what they can do for you?" And I said, "Okay, well, if they can't work anything out, maybe I'm gonna have to switch to another insurance company, right? Auto insurance company." But let me tell you, I was not expecting that much of a drop today. And again, that is luck, but I strongly believe I created that luck because of my energy. I wasn't complaining that my insurance was gonna go up. I wasn't freaking out about it. I wasn't just going crazy and trying to do things outside of myself to try to make it work for me. I just was patient, and I was like, "Okay, God, the 14th is coming up." And then they were pushing me a little bit like, "Hey, Jess, why don't you call them right now?" I was like, "Oh, I wasn't planning on calling them right now. I'm just finishing my tea. I'm enjoying the beautiful weather today. I got stuff to do, God." And God says, just get out of the way." Can you imagine if I would have not listened? I wouldn't have gotten Cody as my agent, and I wouldn't have gotten those other signs too. So, and 77, oh my God, they're telling me 77 is a lucky number, right? It is a number of miracles. It is the most widely used number in all the Bible. It's the most divine number. So there was a they're just telling me this right now. It's a whole other big sign. So, and after that, my day just got luckier from there. Okay. I had all these other amazing things happen. And I ended up getting I went to my son and I went to drove to get bubble tea by another beach. We went to another beach today. This is the second day in a row we've gone to beaches. And um I was able to put my feet in the water and the sand and things like that. And when we went to get bubble tea, there was a keychain with my aqua color. It was like a little cup of boba, a plushie, and it had, like, these squinty eyes, and usually when I smile hard, my eyes, they get smaller, right? I have squinty eyes when I smile. So, I was drawn to get it because I had been wanting to get it, but I was like, "God, I don't need that right now. It's just like a plushy boba keychain. I'm just gonna get my tea." But you know what God told me today? He's like, "You deserve this, Jess. You deserve this for being so obedient, but more so for overcoming challenges and for not allowing difficulties getting in your way." So they told me to treat myself while I was picking up my mobile order. And you know what? The little boba plush, I was gonna bring it, but it's on my car keys on the buffet by the front door. There's a little red like strap on it. It's rubber, and it says "Lucky Day" on it. And my guide said, "That was meant for you." And it was the only keychain in aqua out of all of the bubble tea plushie keychains that were there. It was the only aqua one. They said, "That one belongs to you. You get that for yourself, and it was gonna remind you of what you've been creating in your life in the past few months, okay, and what you are going to create later." So, I mean, it was just magical enough. And when I got to the beach, I suddenly forgot to pay for parking. There was a time that I paid for parking and I got a ticket. I mean, I didn't pay for parking and I got a ticket. It completely slipped my mind. I was excited to put my feet in the water. My son was with me, so we were both like, putting our feet in the water. And my son had said later, "Mom, I had told you, Mom, you're not going to pay for parking." I did not hear him. And I said, "Oh shit, man. I don't wanna have to get another ticket." It's not expensive, but still, it's kinda money that you don't really wanna pay. So God said, "Relax. I want you to spend some time out here." We didn't stay too long because my son had an engagement with his friends online, and I needed to get ready for this live. And so we were only there for about half an hour. When I got back to my car, there was no ticket. And I parked literally one space to the left of the parking meter. And I park there all the time, except for that one time I didn't, where I did get a ticket. And it was the most amazing thing. I said, "Oh my God, I didn't get a ticket." And my car was parked there for half an hour. But you know what the other crazy shit was? Julian said, "Look to your right, mom. The parking officer was driving towards us, giving out tickets to people who didn't pay for parking." I'm sharing all of this, guys, and I'm going to continue to share this stuff because this is exactly what you could be experiencing in your life. But there's a lot you have to let go of. There's a lot of inner work that needs to be done to get you into vibrational alignment with that type of luck. You do create your own luck. And a lot of that has to do with gratitude. And even when shit happens in your life, you're still going to be grateful and you're not going to complain. Sure, sometimes we have a knee jerk reaction of complaining, but if you can circle back and you catch yourself doing that, clear, cancel, release. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. Nope, nope, nope. I know it sucks, but let me see the silver lining in this. Let me see the positive aspect in this. Let me not let this get ruffle up my feathers. Again, when I found out I was going to have to pay $20 more for my car insurance, I said, "Okay, God, if that's your will, then fine." But you see what God did in the end, and I was patient. I didn't freak out. I didn't start calling them up and cursing them out. "Why are you raising my rate?" And blah 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 blah. No. If I would have done that, do you think that it would have lowered all the way to $77 a month? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. God works in your favor when you start to realize certain things, and you're patient and you are trusting and you're not complaining when these things happen to you. And you're like, okay, again, if that's your will, God, then so be it. But then God will eventually wait for you. You're not thinking about it at all. You're not worrying about it. And then he brings the opportunity when it's time for you to connect with the agent, for you to run into somebody to bring you that blessing. Because I was asking God, okay, God, I'm praying that maybe you can pay if I can get extra income from my business a month to pay, the extra that I'm gonna have to put out for this. But you see what God did? He answered my prayer in a different way. He did it through that agent. He did it through Cody. He told me to call now, and I did, and I got him a specialty group agent who was so amazing to talk to. And I said, I wish that I could have friends like you, Cody, like in the physical, because no offense to those of you who are my friends, but I'm talking about the people who live here. Okay. I said, I wish I can like clone you or something and like put you where I live right now. And because I felt like there was this rapport with him, or not rapport, like we could really get along, like we could be good friends, because like the energy that was just bouncing off of each other, it was like we knew each other already. He may have been a soulmate in a past life or something like that, or like one of my destiny helpers. And I always ask God to send me destiny helpers. And sometimes these helpers will come in for 40 minutes and that's it. Some will come in for a lifetime, some others will be in for there for 40 minutes on a phone call. That just hit me real hard because I didn't realize that until I channeled that for myself. But again, and this is not to get jealous of me or to put jealousy on anybody or to gloat or anything. That's not what it is. I'm saying this because they're guiding me to do it to get you guys to utilize me as an example of what you can manifest in your physical world. Because everybody wants to manifest love, money, success. We are focusing on the wrong things to manifest. Now, I don't want to call them wrong. We're focusing on the things that are not as powerful to manifest in life. Would you rather manifest love or would you manifest a person when you're going to call Progressive Car Insurance and you're going to speak to a specialty group agent and he's going to knock down your insurance from $110 to $77 a month? I'm not getting rid of you. No, Jason. Um, yeah, and Jason had an issue with his brakes, and he was almost going to be in a pickle. And I was talking to him at the time, and I kind of helped him out. He got an intuitive hit, and I told him to follow his intuition, and luckily enough, he lucked out with that one, right? This is not us trying to combat things when things go wrong, when things don't go our way. It could be an opportunity for you to see things differently and say, "Wait a minute. Let's see how I'm gonna approach this differently, and let me see what God can do." Okay. But anyway, so I wanted to share that, guys, with you because you will see a lot more of that on a daily basis when you start to shift your mindset and you start to look at these things in a different light and everything else. Okay. But of course, you're going to have to go through some challenging times. But God's going to test your resiliency. He's going to test your faith to see how you handle those things, right? The past few years have been extremely challenging for me in like so many areas of my life, especially with business, right? Especially with what I do for mission work. But I can't sit here and sometimes I will have a heart to heart with God. I've been angry before and I would tell God, "You know what? I'm really like wondering what's going on here. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated, I'm disappointed." But I ask God, "God, help me. Help me to get back to my high vibrational state. Help me to understand something." And that's when God will come in and explain things to me. And he's so compassionate, says, "I know that you're hurting, Jess. I know that you've been struggling. I know all the challenges because I put those in front of you." And of course, the enemy will come in to try to really knock you down. But it gets you to see things in a whole different perspective. And when things aren't going your way for years, when you're running to all these challenges and obstacles, and some of you may have been struggling with something for decades, okay? But once you start to see the light and everything, once you start to change your mindset, start to realize, okay, what am I learning here? How can I grow from this? How am I going to view this differently? That's when everything starts to shift. And sure, you can have that mindset. As you starting to have that mindset, you become more in alignment with higher vibrational things, with better luck, if you will, right? But you're gaining momentum. You're building that up. And while you're still working on that and you're still going through the struggles and the challenges, they become easier to deal with. They won't be so jarring. They won't be so as invasive. They won't be so stressful, right? Like I found out something else about my car yesterday, and I said, "Oh no, God, what am I going to do?" And so I centered myself, I prayed about it, and then they told me to use my Archangel Michael deck, which is fucking powerful, by the way, man. I'm so connected to Archangel Michael, it's not even funny. And that Archangel Michael deck that I have is it's phenomenal. And they said you can go pull a card. So I pulled a card, and the card that I got, which is what they told me intuitively, trust. And the card that came out said trust your angels, right? They're like, there's nothing to worry. Justice is trivial. Look what's happened with everything with your car. Do you think that we're going to allow this other thing that you just ran into to ruin everything? And they said no. So have faith and trust. We knew this was going to happen with your car. So let us take care of it. You do your part, we do the rest. And my part is to trust and to have faith. and to do what I need to do, right? Like get my oil changes and things like that. Which one is coming up or whatever it is. Keep trusting that my car is going to be working the next day. And I'm telling you, my car alone is a miracle in itself, man. It's a miracle on fucking wheels. That car is supposed to be dead. Like dead. Dead, dead, dead. If I was still in Maryland, I wouldn't have that car. So take the challenges and take the obstacles and take the, the big hits as blessings in disguise. When you start to see things in a different light and you start to go into God more for these things, watch the magic happen more often. Watch your luck increase. And we're just getting started, right? But again, you're gonna have to have a more positive mindset about stuff. And if you've been complaining a lot, oh my God, this is going up. Oh my God, this is expensive. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that whatever. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. And I used to get, five things for a dollar, and now I'm only getting three things for a dollar. No, no, and no. You're putting out to God and the universe. Oh, well, you're not grateful. I don't know why I'm saying this. It's like you go to the supermarket and you usually get four lemons for a dollar, and now you're only getting two lemons for a dollar. And you use lemons for your cooking or whatever it is, putting it in your water or something. Did you have the money to buy the lemons anyway? And there's something why I said lemons, because you gotta make lemonade out of those lemons, right? It's a dollar. Sure, you're getting half of the amount of lemons you get for a dollar, but you're still able to have a dollar to buy lemons. You have people in the world who don't have 1 cent to buy anything. And so when you're looking at things like that and you're projecting that out to the universe, guess what you're going to get back? You're going to get back more things to complain about. And do you really think that you're going to have that type of luck to cut down on costs with things, or to have somebody magically pay for something for you, or, or to have some sort of issue that you thought you had to pay go away? You won't receive that because you're not putting that out to the universe. Gratitude is such a huge thing. Gratitude has been coming up a lot in my readings. Oh, and by the way, speaking of gratitude, they're wanting me to remind, for those of you who don't know, I'm posting again on Instagram. It's been a long while. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please go do that. I know people like to get quick messages and shit and not watch my long videos or whatever. I don't give a fuck. But if you want to get guidance in a short period of time, not have to watch anything, go ahead, go to my Instagram account. It's Capella Wellness. You can't, you can't not find me. Go follow me, go put comments in my post, go like my post, whatever, support my Instagram account, or get your guidance from there. The little bit of guidance they can help you on a daily basis. I do focus of the day 7 days a week. And for this week only, I am doing a love song dedication from a person on your mind for the next 7 days, because Valentine's Day is coming up. So for right now, I'm going to be having 2 posts a day on my Instagram account. So if you're not following me there yet, go ahead and do that. All right. If you want to get some quick daily guidance there, I do daily guidance videos, but those are for my Capella memberships. If you're interested, and let's say you're getting my focus of the day on my Instagram account, but you need more guidance, you can sign up for a Capella membership that has the daily guidance videos as part of the perk in that membership. And you can get 12 to 13 daily guidance videos a month. Okay. They're pretty in depth, they're pretty involved. You're going to get what you need for that day. All right. So you can sign up for a Capella membership. All my information in the description box below, or you can just go straight to capellawellness.com. You guys can read, go click on Capella memberships, and blam, go through all the memberships there and see what piques your interest. But anyway, so I wanted to get that stuff across. Now I'm going to be talking about this whole dragging year thing. Okay, so bear with me because I have that written down in my notes, and I have some things here to prepare for when I'm doing the song dedications by Chinese Zodiac sign. All right. And don't forget to like this video, eliminate the thumbs up button as we go along to help too, or, just keep putting your stuff in the chat. Let me check the chat right now as I'm saying that. Oh, that's right, Cody. I remember the Valentine's Day was supposed to be an anniversary thing for you. Are you gonna do anything? I don't know. You keep talking about doing something. Do you have you don't have to say it here, right? You don't have to say it here, but like were you planning on doing anything Valentine's Day? Nothing, big or anything, but I'm just curious. You don't have to answer. I'm just asking. Yeah. So, but anyway, okay, so I'm going to talk about this dragon year stuff. So, the dragon is considered the luckiest zodiac sign in Chinese culture, right? I'm calling this the big dick year for the year of the dragon. Why? Because the dragon, it's fiery, it's bold, it's assertive, it's go-getter energy. I mean, if you look at the imaginary creature, it's almost like a Piscean thing too, where there are no boundaries. Like you can create anything, but this year you're gonna have to go after those things that you want. You can't sit idly on the sidelines. You can't be on the bench. You got to go out there and get the game. Coach, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Put me in the game. Right? It's funny because the Super Bowl is tomorrow. Um, this is a year of action. It's also a year of good fortune. The year of the dragon people are supposed to have a really, really good year this year. But keep in mind, it all depends on what you do with the opportunities that are presented to you this year. It depends on if you're going to be bold and brave. The good fortune is only going to come to those dragons or those other people who are benefiting from this if you take risks, big dig risks, big bold risks. It's like King of Wands energy, Knight of Wands energy, whatever, Queen of Wands, you name it. Wands energy. I'm seeing Ace of Wands with this. If you want new beginnings and stuff, you're gonna have to like wave your magic wand and like do something with it. There's something a lot with creativity here, your imagination, because a dragon is an imaginary creature. It's the only imaginary creature in the Chinese zodiac. So you're going to go out there and wield your wand and say, poof, there it is. Poof, there it is. Poof, there it is. It's like Aladdin and Genie and Aladdin. He goes, poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? Right? You're going to be your own genie. Okay? You're going to be your own genie. And what's going to happen here is that the universe is going to make some magical things happen as you rub your own lamp. Right? So there's a lot of expansion here. I was talking about expansion before. A lot of adventure, a lot of new opportunities. Um, there's going to be a lot of potential and having magical things happen. But again, you're going to have to really step it up with your courage and your bravery, right? It's like what my shirt was saying. There's nobleness here, there's power. It's really starring into your power, not just stepping into it, guys, right? Because you can step into your power and not do shit with it. All right. You got to keep making forward steps. It's starring into that with your star power, like, with Super Mario, and you become invincible, right? You're starting to realize you're invincible and say, you know what? Nothing can stop me. Nothing can get in my way. That's when you're realizing your God given power in all things. All right. But you're also working alongside with God to boost up those power energies. But the big motto here is fortune favors the brave. When you take like ballsy risks. And let me tell you, the past couple of days, I've been taking some ballsy risks, and some of them are financial in nature. But holy crap, man, what comes back from that? It's like I was not expecting that. Okay. So, even some of you for financial matters or whatever, or career, I mean, whatever your gut's telling you to do, you jump in and do it, right? You jump in and do it. You pay the $1,000, you pay the 3 grand, you pay the whatever. You go take that risk. You go talk to your boss. You go step it up. You go just get a YouTube channel, whatever it is that you're doing. Put your face out there, whatever the fuck this is, guys. You're gonna have to take action, do something, but you're gonna have to be fiery. You have to be bold. A lot of the fire signs, everything you're Sagittarius, are really gonna benefit from this dragon year as well because dragon is fiery. All right. Um, so you got to be more assertive and you're going to have to really boost up your confidence levels, especially with your abilities and especially with trusting God. There's also God confidence in this too. Okay. Um, this is also going to kick up a lot of energy. So a lot of the dragon people this year are going to be more energetic. They're going to be a lot more feisty in a sense, but in a good way. They're good, and it's funny because 'cause I've been feeling that myself, like, the energy that I've been acquiring, I'm like, "Where the fuck is this coming from?" I am going to the gym, like, 4 to 5 times a week, but shit, man, I mean, my God, like, where is this coming from? And it's like a powerhouse of energy. It's like, these again, those molecules in the centrifuge or whatever. Um, so some of you are going to have a lot of energy to expend, but utilize that to your advantage. There's also something about with good fortune and action and expansion coming in for the year of the dragon. It's going to happen very, very fast, especially for those of you, you may be getting a whole bunch of opportunities out of nowhere. Good fortune comes out of nowhere, and it's like 8 of Wands, it's gonna be bombarding you, and so they want you to be prepared. Okay, some of you, it's going to be a very, very different year for you, so be prepared for that. But this ties into you already being the bold and the brave, you already being the assertive person, you already taking big, bold risks, and this includes every area of your life, like putting yourself out there, financial risks, okay? But when you're guided to take the financial risk, like just I'm hearing going all in. Okay, this is the year to go all in, but you have to trust your gut with this. And this is not to do it out of unhealthy ego, unhealthy pride. This is not to go all in and kind of like look at me, I'm going all in. Oh man, what is that guy doing? Like there's so much at stake here. This is not to show off. This is not to try to get something bigger out of it. This is more for your spiritual growth. Okay, it's like I bet placing all the bets here, right? And you're gonna come out a winner, but like it's like winning a jackpot type of energy. Okay. So now with the dragons here, this could also shadow side everybody has a shadow side. They can be hot tempered and a little bit arrogant, right? But you kind of have to mitigate that. It's like if you're there's a difference between be arrogance and confidence, right? You're gonna have to know what the difference between the two are. Some of you do, some of you may need to work on the arrogant piece of this or the hot temperedness, right? Because of the fiery energy the dragon has. Um, and you also may want to be around people who are more matter of fact, who will tell you to your face certain things, than people who just like say yes all the time and they can't say no, right? You're probably starting to learn to associate yourself with people who aren't as bold, aren't as brave as you, aren't as assertive, but you could very well be an example for them to get that out of them. All right. This is also not the year to wing it. Okay. You need to get your shit together this year, nor is it the year to half ass. All right. This is a year to step it up. I mean, this is one of the reasons why they're having me do the Chinese thing because this is very different, right? It's like I'm expanding my knowledge. I'm doing things differently. I'm shifting the energy with this. So this is not to be complacent. If you've been doing the same things over and over and over again, expecting different results, that's called insanity, right? You're going against the wheel of karma. You're Can't remember the wheel of karma. That's the wheel of fortune. That's the jackpot energy. That's the good fortune. That's the good luck thing. But you got to take chances. Fortune does not favor those who are not brave enough, who don't step it up, who don't upgrade, who don't level up. And right, and I've been talking about leveling up for months now. You can't keep doing the same thing. And especially if you're supposed to expand your knowledge, increase your skill set, you have to utilize different methods. You have to go out there and learn new things. Be open to new opportunities, new ideas, new ways of thinking, people coming in. Like if you saw my post on Instagram about the hear me out message for the focus of the day today, you want that luck to come into your life, you want great fortune, you're going to have to make some massive changes about yourself and about what you're doing to attract that. Um, so it's funny because as I was doing channeling when I was writing my notes, it said, I got this message saying, the dragon's fire will burn your ass instead of fuel your dreams and ambitions. If you wing it, if you don't get your shit together and you half ass and you get complacent. If you don't change things this year, especially about yourself, the dragon's fire will burn your ass instead of fueling your dreams and ambitions. You gotta bring your A game. You gotta go out there and change shit around. All right. And getting your shit together is like, okay, I need to buckle up. I need to start being serious about what changes I know I need to make in my life. the year, listen, like I said, the dragon energy is the Chinese culture says that it's the luckiest zodiac sign. Dragon energy is very powerful. There's a lot of power with this. Take advantage of it. But remember, you won't get the benefit of that dragon energy if you're just like, whatever, I'm not going to make a bold move. I'm not going to take risks this year. It's going to pass you by, right? There is going to be a lot of growth and prosperity for those under the year of the those born under the year of the dragon. Okay. So on the love front, what I was looking at was dragons are going to likely experience romance this year as well as reviving and renewing existing relationships. Okay. They want to refresh these. I see the Ace of Wands with this, renew relationships, and it doesn't have to be romantic relationships. There is a strong energy about divine counterparts, the masculines feeling this energy of the dragon. There are some masculines that this year's their dragon. What, sweetie? Oh, I did. I didn't know you wanted to eat any. There were only three. Oh, I didn't think you wanted any, hun. Did you want any of the rice and other stuff? Oh, sorry, bub. He doesn't normally eat those things. Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna feel bad. Um, what was I gonna say? Um, yeah, anyway, with the this is not just about romantic relations. What I was gonna say is there are some masculines who are dragons. They were born the year of the dragon. And this could very well be the opportune time for those masculines who were born in the year of the dragon to actually revive their connections with their feminines, to get things going. Right? They're going to get that fuel is going to be utilized to take action to get things going. So this is kind of interesting because now this they're telling me that the Chinese zodiac stuff does have a huge influence on masculines taking action and divine counterpart connections, especially with feminines kind of going above and beyond, but also the initiation stages of union happening during the year of the dragon. So that's what I'm picking up on. And we have a big transit at the end of this month. I think it's February 22nd, where Mars conjuncts Venus in Aquarius, and there's a bunch of other things going on. So this could be highlighting a lot of things. February might be like a really explosive month for some people. So the zodiac signs that are going to thrive this year are the monkeys, the roosters, and the pigs. Okay, especially the monkeys. Monkeys are going to have a their year. The majority of the year is going to be a badass year, like right underneath the dragons. Okay, but the roosters and pigs are really, really going to be like shine this month, okay? Because they're the most compatible with dragons. It's going to be a walk in the park for these Chinese zodiac signs, okay? If you don't know what your Chinese zodiac sign is, just put in your birth year 1980 Chinese zodiac sign and do it that way, all right? You'll find what it is. I do have the years here, but I don't know if I'm going to read them all out. Um, so for the roosters, the pigs, and the monkeys, their best qualities and abilities are going to be amplified, and they're going to be presented with a lot more opportunities to manifest success. And as you saw the shirt, the last word here is success. If I'm not trying to like go all spring break 2004 on you people and show you what's underneath here, but whatever. Uh, So those Chinese zodiac signs are going to have some badass year. Okay. So the signs that are going to have the most challenging 2024, the rabbit, the dog, and the ox. This is not to scare any of you if you guys are any of those signs. It's just that these challenges are going to build you up. Okay. But the rabbits and the dogs are going to have it more challenging than the ox is. All right. They're going to have a harder time being in the spotlight and being assertive. If you think about these animals, they're not really the chargers per se, right? Like independence, like really going out their energy. So the best thing for these signs to do is to be indispensable behind closed doors, and they need to be paying close attention to details about things and helping people other people out by finding these details, okay? So for the other signs, the tiger, the horse, and the snake are going to gain momentum this year. There's a lot of growth there, but they're building up to the future years of what is going to be happening for them. And I don't know what year comes after the dragon. I didn't look that up, but maybe you could look that up if you want. So tiger, horse, snake are gaining momentum. Rats and sheep are going to benefit from being more strategic and taking action after planning it out. Okay. So strategy is going to be important this year to utilize the energies of the dragon for the sheep and the rats. Now, the sheep can also be looked at as the goat, by the way. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys with regards to this whole dragon year energy. It's pretty fascinating. Um, so we're going to do a collective reading to see what guidance do we have on how to maximize the energies of the dragon for 2024. Okay. I think Jason, you put in a donation, and I think it's a dragon year reading, right? Maybe. Yeah. I think that's the only 2088 I have. Okay. So we'll do that. Your daughter is a rabbit. Cody, your person is also you're the rat. Okay, nice. So yeah, I just went through like the other animal stuff. So give you a gist of it. I didn't want to go into full detail because this is going to be, you know, a lengthy live anyway. Because after I do this, I'm going to do the songs by the Chinese zodiacs. All right. So let's see. Holy Spirit, archangels, galactic families, putting the series, ascended masters, Jesus, and Mary, Mother Mary, please reveal to us for our highest good. What? How can we best utilize the energies of the dragon this year? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit, archangels. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Now, they told me to use my Japanese create. This deck was created by Japanese artists. Okay, this is a Japanese deck. I know it is not Chinese, but they wanted me to utilize this deck because at the end of the day, we're all one. However, Japanese and Chinese cultures, they're Asian. So it ties into that. So I don't have a deck that's like Chinese in nature, but these characters a little bit anime looking. So that's why I'm utilizing this. I was going to use like the ones that I use for Valentine's Day, but they told me to use this one for a reason. So I know it doesn't really matter, but I'm trying to put that out there in case someone tries to call me out on some shit. But you know, it is what it is. All right, Holy Spirit, archangels, they've spoken. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I love this deck because the artwork is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm a huge anime fan myself, and I'm just a huge fan of Asian culture, period. Korea, K-pop, J-pop, like you name it, like Taiwan. I love Asian food. Like, I mean, I love Mexican food too, but you get my point. I pretty much love everything. I'm a mutable sign, right? Jack of all trades. Like I love delving into things. Again, the Gemini brain. I love learning. I love just knowing about all these different cultures and these different worlds. It allows me to see more of God's work, of what God does with different people, different races, different creeds, different cultures, different ethnicities, right? Because He created all of us. He created all these things. So it's very fascinating to see these things. But anyway, Um, we have the Nine of Pentacles. How are we going to maximize the energy of the dragon? There is this independence energy here with the Nine of Pentacles. You know what I just realized in this deck? There's a bird there. I want to say it looks like a dove, but it might not be. It's a very sparkly dove. That's what they're telling me, but that's a huge sign for me, first of all. Wow. Second of all, there's something about communication here for sure. But to maximize these energies, you are going to build something for yourself. You're going to have the confidence, the self esteem, and you're going to go out there and say, I can do this. There's also something about I can make my own life beautiful. I can make my own life glorious. I can make my own life abundant. This is self sustaining. This is you taking it easy and going out there and saying, you know what? I'm going to do things my way, but more so the way that God wanted me to do things. Some of you, this is the year where you're going to be self-employed, which is why I talked about being bold and brave. Some of you are going to start starting your own, you're going to create your own businesses. All right. This is a great year to do that. You know, whether even if you're one of the challenging years, the ox, the rabbit, and the dog, right? Even if you can still thrive though, but there's something moving out of your comfort zone. If you're one of those zodiac signs where, especially if you're wanting to create a business, you're gonna have to just trust. All right, because the energy of the dragon is out there to support you. And of course, God's all in this too. Okay, I'm not just trying to put something where we're worshiping dragons and shit. This is not what I'm doing. Okay, because at the end of the day, God created everything. So this is not what I'm doing. So if anybody's gonna be calling me out on some whatever shit, don't do it. I know what I'm doing here because I was guided to do it. So man, that tea tastes fantastic, and I have that tea often. Anyway, so some of you, you're gonna go it's self-employment. It's starting your own business. All right. It's you're gonna have to go out there and say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start my own thing here. That's what I was led to do during the CB19 era. But you also have to believe in yourself. That Nine of Pentacles is believing in yourself. Okay. You have to trust that whatever it is you're creating, whatever you want to start, whatever you want to build, it's going to work out for you because you're creating it. You're utilizing your creative talents and your energies to make something magical here. The Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. All right. This is following your heart, opening your heart to new possibilities, new ideas, new things. The fish is popping up. I always get Pisces energy with that card because of the fish. Now I know what you guys are doing. I love this. I love this. Woo! You may be a water sign, and water signs aren't fiery, but there's some fire in you. You're gonna have to find it. The dragon, remember, the dragon's gonna burn fire up your ass if you get too watery this year. This is following creative pursuits. The Page of Cups is a dreamer. That's Pisces energy. You have no limits. Pisces doesn't have any limits. You have unlimited potential to start utilizing your gifts to build something great here, especially with starting your own business, creating something, putting something out there. God wants all of us to be self employed, whether you realize that or not, because that means we are working for Him, not for anybody else. God is our head honcho, right? We can be the CEO like myself, but the only one I report to is myself, but it's more so reporting to God, right? And you cannot be afraid of where the money's going to come from and all this stuff, especially if you've watched me for years. You cannot be comparing your journey to mine and start thinking, well, Jess, you know, you started a business and now look where you ended up, and I don't know about this, and you going through that. Listen, you're going to go through some shit too, but you have no idea what's on the other side of that door, on the other side of that tunnel, because some of you are gonna come into an insane amount of abundance when you push through, but you have to take that risk first. This is a huge abundance card, all right? We did talk about good fortune here, but you're gonna have to follow your dreams. You're gonna have to follow your heart. A lot of you, you are psychic, right? You have psychic abilities. There's like tarot readers here and things like that. This is the time for you to start doing something with your talents. This could also be about music, right? The Page of Cups is a musical genius for me. These are artistic geniuses. So if you're watching this, you have some sort of artistic genius, whether it's drawing, painting, theater, creative writing, poetry, because Page of Cups is poetry, um, playwriting, making movies, whatever. Something about space. Somebody likes going out to space. Somebody wants to be an astronaut or something like that, or somebody wants to work for NASA. That almost sounds like my one of my nephews. I'm picking up on his energy. He's a brilliant kid for that. Um, Singing in public. I don't know, having a channel and you're singing songs and just, bringing joy to people while you singing, you writing songs, you picking up an instrument, or if you already have an instrument, you're gonna be putting an album out there. You're going to be, I don't know what. Like, you guys know what this is. I don't have to spell it out for you. This is really following your dreams. So whatever it is, you've had these childhood dreams or you've had these talents and abilities, and you feel small because it's a Page of Cups, and you're like, I don't know if I should put that out there. I don't know if it's going to be good enough. It doesn't matter because it is good enough. Why? Because you created it, because you dreamt it, because you thought of it. So it's already good enough because God put it in you. So why hesitate? Why compare yourself? Why be afraid to go put that, whatever this is out there, or start that business, or start that thing, or get something out there? Whatever this is, why are you going to hold yourself up? Because you're going against the world? No, that should fuel your fire. That should give you the um, energy. It should give you the drive, the ambition, the motivation to go do it. And just say, ask yourself, what am I really capable of? What can I really achieve? I won't know what will happen unless I fucking do it. This is your time to go do it. Okay? You may be getting an offer out of nowhere, or your heart is leading you to leave that job, leave that relationship. Because for others of you, there's something here about you're going to go out on your own. You're going to learn to be happily single. You're going to learn to live life in a different way and starting to see the beauty in the world and within yourself and within your abilities. You're going to realize that there's so much that the world has to offer, and you're going to venture out on your own to explore those things. That's part of the expansion that the dragon energy is bringing us. What are you going to do to go out there? What are you going to explore? What is your heart leading you towards? Right? Maybe you're going to realize you have a different talent or a different hobby, because that Page of Cups is also an energy of like cooking or something like that, baking, like starting your own baking shop. I'm hearing florist shop, flower arrangements. Maybe you're like interior decorator, interior designer. That's creativity. These are creative geniuses here. Why don't you freaking do something with creative genius? Or if you already have a business, if you have been following your heart and you've been taking risks and everything, and you have been trusting in your creative abilities and doing things differently than other people, it's going to flourish this year. All right. You may be presented other opportunities that are going to lead you further, and then blam, like all this abundance come to you. This is getting rewards for your labor, doing the hard work, believing in yourself, knowing that whatever you touch, whatever you fucking do, it's good enough. It's like that NF song called No Name. No, it's Green Lights. He has a brilliant lyric where he says, and he's very creative with his words. I love the way that he writes his rap songs. But he has a lyric that says, "You're not a rich man because you're on the Forbes list." That is a huge statement right there. You can be rich on paper in your bank account, but are you changing the world? Are you rich in creativity? Are you rich in spirit? That's what's going to get you far. And that's where this incredible amount of financial wealth will just come to you because you believed in yourself, because you said you were good enough. I don't need to be on that list. I don't need to have all those subscribers. I don't need to have all those followers. I don't need to have all those clients to be successful. I don't need, again, this is a success card here too. I don't need all that. What I bring to the table is enough. You believe in your talents. You believe in your abilities. That's all that's required here. And when you take those big, bold risks and stuff like that, and you're continuing to believe in yourself and not holding yourself, you're not getting in your own way and you're not comparing yourself to other people, you're going to go very far, especially this year. That is when the dragon's going to bring insane fortune your way because of what you have done, what you are doing, what you are creating, how you are trusting in your abilities, believing in yourself, but also trusting in what God is leading you towards, right? The Page of Cups is an energy of intuition. It's exactly what happened to me when God told me to call progressive, and I wasn't planning on it. I did my part, God did the rest. God had already had it lined up. I just needed to trust and follow my intuition with this Page of Cups energy. And again, the fish coming out of the cup, unexpected offer, unexpected news, right? Makes you really happy. I was not expecting my car insurance bill to drop by that much. I was not expecting to get that type of agent either. This is what each and every one of you watching this has the potential to achieve. But you're going to have to do the hard work to see the results. Faith without works is dead. You not putting in the hard work, this Nine of Pentacles has changed a lot in his or her life. And usually the Nine of Pentacles has a female in it, right? This one has a male in it. So there's some males watching this. Like, you have a lot of creative abilities. What the fuck are you waiting for? I'm also hearing somebody wants to be like in ballet, but you're a male and you're afraid that people are going to look at you, or like a dancer or something. I'm hearing the Shen Yun um uh production, right? Which I need to go watch. I believe that's Chinese. It's kind of like you want to do something like that. It seems feminine, but it's not, right? You want to be a poet, you want to write romantic comedies or something, you want to do something that seems more feminine. Don't let that stop you. Don't let the programming of the outside world put shit in your head. Say, I can't do that. That's a woman thing. That's feminine. That's stop it. Stop it right now. Go make something out of it. Go build something from this. Go start that business, whatever this is. And if you're a female watching this, same thing for you. But more so, you got to tap into that masculine energy and take action and do something with your creative abilities. This is the year to expand, to branch out. Okay, I'm telling you, the dragon energy only comes once every 12 years, guys. Are you going to wait another 12 years to maximize the benefits of these energies? I hope not. I really hope not. And I love the fact that I've got this Chinese instrumental music playing in the background. It's just making this reading a whole lot different. Um, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with these energies? It's on you, man. That dragon's bringing in some amazing shit. Okay. But just because that's coming in this year doesn't mean everybody's going to get that great fortune and success. You need to do something with it. You need to do something with it. And that starts with following your heart and trusting your intuition, believing in your dreams. There are some of you, you're not going to be single anymore this year. Others of you, you're going to start to realize this year is going to be a great year for you because you're going to start to realize, oh my God, I can be super happy without being in a relationship. I can be happy on my own. I don't need to keep self-sacrificing. I don't need to work very, very hard to achieve a goal, achieve arc. Now, there's something about, yes, you do have to work hard for things, but here's what I'm trying to say. Your worth is not going to be determined by your job, by your college degree, by some sort of certification. This is the year to realize that that doesn't dictate your worth or your value. You do. Okay. It's what I learned when I left my systems engineering career, right? And it was a huge thing for me. Um, so for those of you, you're going to have a great year by yourself if you do the things that make you happy. You're going to learn to be self-fulfilled, self-sustaining. Um, the Nine of Pentacles energy is the catch. You're going to start to believe in yourself more and to start realizing that you can create a world of abundance and happiness all on your own. Nobody does that for you. No one. No relationship, no job, no amount of money, no car, no house, none of that. You're going to attract abundance. You're not going to chase after it. This is not the year to be chasing the money. You're chasing the dream. And you're doing things necessary. You're taking action to make that dream a reality. Now, how it happens, it's not up to you. It's a matter of you trusting your intuition and just listening to what God is telling you to take those steps. You're stepping into your truth, but along the way, you're starring into your power, which is what my business motto is. That's where you're going to shine the brightest, right? When you're starring into it, you are aligning with your divinity, with your higher self. You're aligning yourself with God and what He has planned for you. And your life is just going to go, it's going to be smooth sailing, right? Like for the monkeys and the pigs and the roosters. Okay. So those of you who have already been building things, you've been learning that you doing things on your own, you just utilizing your skills and talents and like mastering them and seeing how far you come and seeing how capable you are and that you are the shit. You are about to attract amazing things. God is going to reward you significantly for your labor. You may be getting multiple offers. It's going to be like a dream come true for some of you. And some of you, you've been at this for 9 years because they're having me look at the number 9. Okay. Some of you, you've been doing the inner work. Maybe you've been in business for 9 years, or you've been doing a lot of stuff leading up to now. This is only for those of you, you've been in this for 9 years. This is the year nines are about, a cycle's about to end. You are about to complete something major here, and you're going to get to the 10 of Pentacles. So I'm now hearing that somebody also is going to come into your life. There's an unexpected love offer, unexpected love message, invitation to something. Maybe it's an unexpected proposal of marriage. Some of you are getting married in 2024. Like you've been single. Maybe you've been single for 9 years or up to 9 years or something. Okay. And all of a sudden, boop, somebody pops the question. It's somebody that you know, by the way. Somebody's very shy and somebody's very nervous here. It could be a water sign for some of you. Some of you, it definitely is a water sign. For somebody here, it is a Pisces. All right. Some Pisces has been like you've been really helping them to achieve their dreams as well. So some of you are going to get an unexpected message here. It's going to be a very heartfelt, loving message. It could be a song they wrote for you, a playlist of songs. They're going to send you a song either that they wrote or somebody else's song. Um, Invite you to a very whimsical on a very whimsical date, something that's dreamy, like it came out of a movie. Okay. Um, but this person's coming in while they're a little bit shy and nervous here, they're going to be testing the water. So because it's a page, they're going to just say, "Hi, how's it going? Like, how's your business going?" Especially if you have a business already, somebody's going to first ask you about work. This is like a worky card. All right. They could be coming in first and saying, "Hey, like, I just want to see how you were doing." This might even be a Valentine's Day message, guys, but don't get caught up in that. I do not want to hear people or find out people or poopy pants and pouty and sad and all mopey if Valentine's Day comes along and you don't get a message. I don't want to hear it because this is not going to be for everybody. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. Just let go of the outcome. Like, just Valentine's Day is just a day, man. Like, honestly, you should be telling people you love them all day, every day. You should be doing fun things with them all day, every day, or days that are not Valentine's Day, okay? Valentine's Day just, it really is, if you go look at the story, Saint Valentine went around and wrote messages of hope and love and faith and excitement and God knows what else to people. He just went around giving around notes. The neighbors down the street, the people at the fish market, okay, guys? It has nothing to do with romance, period. Society fucked that up, okay? So don't get caught up because somebody may literally get something. One person who's watching this is going to get an unexpected message on Valentine's Day. If it's not you, do not lose hope. Keep going about your day. Keep doing you with this Nine of Pentacles. All right? Don't get caught up in that crap. I'm telling you guys, I'm warning you right now. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You do something fun. Just like you're supposed to do something fun almost every day of your life. Okay? That's what the Nine of Pentacles does. The Nine of Pentacles loves being single on Valentine's Day. That's what I had to learn. I've been single for Valentine's Day for years, okay? And I'm fine with it. And usually, me and my son go out on dates. It's a mom son type of thing, right? I'm gonna be with my mom and my dad again. We're probably gonna have another beautiful Valentine's Day dinner together or something, or I don't know. I had some other things planned for my son, but I have to see if I can like make that happen this week because it is gonna be a busy week. But you get the point, right? I started getting things for myself, right? It's like that Miley Cyrus song, Flowers. I can buy myself flowers. I can hold my own hand. Go listen to that song. I'm doing things for me. And I know when it's time, sure, okay, Valentine's Day comes along, even when I'm in union and I have somebody and I have a partner, I'm still not going to hold Valentine's Day in his face. You didn't take me out. You didn't buy me a present. You know what? I'm going to say it right now. The most glorious gift that anybody could give me, honestly, and it has to do with that Page of Cups energy. If somebody wrote me a song, they wrote it and they played it on an instrument or they on a piano, a guitar, whatever, they sang it themselves. That would be the greatest gift on earth, aside from the birth of my son. Okay. And the other gifts God has given me, but you get my point. So I'm saying that because like a Valentine's Day thing, that would be a great gift Valentine's Day, but that would be an even better gift to get every day or twice a week or once a week, but you get the point, right? Something that comes from the heart, all right? I mean, yeah, it can even be something that you make or a piece of jewelry that's custom made that has meaning in it. Okay, yeah, that's great, but there's got to be something creative in it, something that there's thought in it, right? Anyway, I don't know why I'm leaning into that, but what I'm saying is, you guys have to understand if you're you know we know Valentine's Day is approaching. Don't start worrying. Well, I'm gonna still be single because some of you are still gonna be single on Valentine's Day. That's the damn truth. Go do something for yourself. Go do something creative. But there is at least one person, you're not going to be single anymore this year, but you've been single for a long time. A long time. If you know you're good enough, if you've built your own business, if you're doing your own damn thing and you know you're the shit and your energies, like you've got a lot going on. You are a catch. You are a dream come true to people. You are an inspiration to people with what you've built for yourself, with how you carry yourself, right? You have a lot of confidence. You have a lot of courage. Like you've built something. You've really become a completely different person compared to what you were 9 years ago. And this person's seeing this. They've watched you this whole time. And so this person again may come in. If you're a business owner, this is what's going to happen. I'm calling it right now. This person's going to take it step by step. They're going to test the waters because that page of cups, watery energy, and be like, "Hi, how's it going? Like, so how's your business? How's your business going? How they're going to start with the work thing, and then when they see maybe they're getting intuitive hits about how your business is going, or they're watching you in your business or whatever it is you're doing, and they're just trying to see if that matches up with their intuition. And then when that they feel comfortable and that goes well, that's when they're gonna start easing into the other stuff that they're planning to tell you. It could lead up into them. Oh, by the way, I heard this song and I thought of you. I want you to listen to it. And then you react in a happy, positive way to that. And you're gracious, you're appreciative. This is a very gracious, appreciative person. And then that will lead into, oh, I also wrote a song for you, or I wrote this poem for you, or I drew this artwork, or I created this thing for you. I want you to see it. Let me know what you think. You see what I'm getting at? That dragon energy is kind of giving them that confidence to do that. It's bold, it's brave, but there's a water sign here who's kind of, again, like I said with the water, you can't be watery this year. You got to use the energy of the dragon. It's going to work out in your favor. And this water sign is going to be like, I've never done something like this before, but let me ease into it. Okay, they're telling me it has to do with the energies of the rats and the sheep, right? Being strategic and taking action after planning it out. Okay. So somebody here is going to do something different. Oh my God, Jason, are you really going to submit a singing audition to America's Got Talent? When are you going to do that? That's going to be great. People look at you like you're nuts, but you don't care. You shouldn't care. But anyway, there's an energy here for some of you. You're not going to be single. By the time 2024 ends, you're not going to be single. But I'm getting for somebody because you may get this message well at the beginning of the year. I'm hearing soon. It's going to be very unexpected. But there's somebody here who's just very romantic too. But they're going to lead into this. They're also going to test the waters to see if you're still single. But what I'm getting is that they intuitively know that you're still single. They're just trying to get it from you because they know time has passed. They may have known you for 9 years, right? They know all these 9 years, or you're approaching 9 years, all this time has passed. And it's like, okay, my intuition tells me that they're single. If they're viewing you on social media or something, observing you, um, they're like, well, she says she is, or she acts like she is, but what if she really isn't, or she's not really talking about it, right? So this person's like, okay, I'm gonna have to ease into this, say, it could be, again, an invitation. So you want to meet up for drinks? Like I'm in town. Like, would you like to go see this concert, this play, whatever, that type of thing? It's gonna come out of nowhere. I don't know why I just got concert. Somebody may invite you to go to a play, a concert, or some event. It's an invitation to something, and you may have to get ready in a couple of hours. You may get this message unexpectedly the day of the event. Oh, hey, I'm picking you up in a couple of hours. Like, can you be ready by this time so we can go see this thing? That's what I'm getting. But there's also something about seeing, like, if or seeing if you're single. They're gonna be strategic in asking you these questions to see how you're gonna answer them. I'm hearing very strongly that I'm hearing from this person. I'm praying to God that they're still single. That's what I just heard. Okay. So there'd also be apology here. Because the Page of Cups can be an apology card. So if you are aligned with your divinity, you don't need apologies because you've already forgiven this person for whatever it is that they're apologizing for. Because you know your worth, right? And this person is going to apologize for not seeing your worth, for not valuing you. But that's because you had to value yourself first. That's because you had to do your own thing. You had to learn how to be happy without this person, without being in a relationship, without having all these things that you thought would make you happy. And you had to build yourself from the ground up and create something amazing for yourself without this person involved. Remember, if you want somebody to value you, you want somebody to honor you, respect you, you need to do that for yourself. And that also ties into self love. If you are codependent on somebody else for your happiness, you're a codependent on somebody to making you feel happy or like, oh, I need somebody to give me flowers. I need somebody to say I love you on Valentine's Day. I need somebody to get me a card. No, no, you don't need that. You are codependent. That is not in alignment with divine feminine Christ energy. It gets you nowhere closer to permanent union if you're in that journey when you're in that mindset, when you're acting like that. No emperor wants a codependent person, period. No emperor, no divine masculine Christ wants a clingy feminine, someone who doesn't know their worth, someone who's trying to find their worth through other people, other means, other things, possessions, dressing the way somebody else likes, having their hair the way somebody else likes, having a career, a job, saying things just because somebody else likes it, or doing things just because their person likes it. Absolutely not. You're not being your own person when you do that. We're getting away from that. So yeah, there's something about you finally have found your value. You know your worth and you're doing amazing things for yourself. And you're just like, you are happy on all holidays. You're happy going to the movies, going to dinner, going for a drive by yourself. You're loving life on your own. You've seen what the world can bring you. Because you've done that, for those of you who've seen that in life already, this person's coming back around. And they're going to say, I apologize. I didn't see you for what you were worth. But that's because that person was supposed to teach you to see your own worth. If you're in a divine counterpart connection, when you meet your counterpart, you are not an empress and they are not an emperor, period. Because if you were, you would have attracted an emperor right from the get go. and there would have been no hard work involved, but nobody gets an emperor or an empress without doing the work to get to that level of divinity. So, well, they'll come in and say, I'm sorry, I didn't realize what I had. You know what my response would be? You don't need to apologize for that because I didn't see my worth either. I didn't see my value either. So, how could you possibly see that in me? Blam. That is a divine feminine Christ response. I know for a fact when I met my person, I was not a fucking empress. I had it within me. I didn't know it was there. I had to embody and integrate the divine feminine Christ energy first. I had to become the empress. We start off as distorted feminines, not divine feminines. We have it within us, but we need to do the work, internal work necessary to align ourselves, to embody, integrate, act, speak, drink, talk like an empress before we're ready to come into permanent union with our emperor, our masculine, divine masculine Christ. Okay. So somebody here is going to get a message. It's going to be very beautiful. There's a lot of thought and creativity that's been put into this. When you read this or you hear this or whatever it is, it's going to bring you tears of joy, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, it's going to bring you tears of joy. Hierophant at the top of the deck. There's strong Taurus and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but I get Taurus. Somebody has Taurus in their big three and Pisces in their big three. Um, again, this is high level commitment. Somebody wants a solid, stable relationship with you. There's marriage in the cards. Somebody's going to get proposed to unexpectedly in 2024. But you've been in this for years. The per people who've been in this journey for 9 years or almost 9 years, I'm getting, and I don't like saying this because this is really confident. If okay, listen, you already have the business, okay? You're already self-employed. You have been in this journey for 9 years or you're about to hit your ninth year. If you have both of those things, okay, and you have a business being a spiritual teacher, mentor, okay, you already have the business name, you already have the business bank accounts, you already have the articles of organization, you've been running the business for a few years. Whoever that is for, definitely in 2024, you are getting married. There's no real courting session here. There's no real like dating phase. You are getting married. Okay? Right here. The others of you where that's not applies fully, eventually when you get to that Nine of Pentacles, that's going to happen for you. Somebody is following their divine guidance. And as I said, this is an obedience card. This is a God Jesus card for me. Higher power. When you are obedient, the energies of the dragon are really, 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 really going to benefit you. When you follow your divine guidance and you don't question it, and you don't put logic into it, and you don't try to do all this research and try to figure things out on your own and start to doubt God, as long as you're not doing that, you're going to have a great year. But again, your intuition is key here, and that is God speaking to you through your heart space, through your intuition. And obedience is also key in this. Because no matter what this is, you need to have faith. unwavering faith that God is leading you to that Nine of Pentacles. He's leading you to an abundant life, but it's not going to be the way that you want it. It's not going to be the path that you planned for yourself. It's not going to go that way. Again, the dragon is fiery, bold, and courageous. It has a lot of power. It understands its own power to create the life that it wants. And that ties into you working with God, building a very strong relationship with God. The Hierophant is also the energy of going through the labyrinth of life. And who's going to lead you through that labyrinth, through that maze? It's God and God alone. Again, others of you, you're supposed to be utilizing your gifts and talents to be some sort of spiritual mentor or teacher for other people. You're going to be building businesses from it. And you are being guided to not go solo in 2024 anymore. Some of you are also being guided. You've already been given an offer from a psychic, from a spiritual mentor, or something like that to help you with your healing, because this is also healing your inner child. All right, there's stuff from your inner child that you got to heal. If you've already been offered by someone who's been there, done that, the Hierophant goes before people and has the wisdom and knowledge gained from their spiritual experiences to teach others. The Hierophant is that black belt teacher that I talk about so often about when it comes to leveling up. You want to get to become achieve spiritual mastery, you can't have a teacher who is teaching at the green belt level when you're at a green belt. You need the black belt master teacher. God is the master teacher too. So some of you are being asked to really take the offer from the Hierophant. God has sent you this person to take the offer, to do the healing, to do your work, to know your worth, to know your value, and to not seek validation outside of yourself. You have been sent somebody who's already achieved this. That's going to be your other greatest teacher. That's what the Hierophant is. They've gone before you already. They've already mastered what you're trying to master. They've already healed what you are trying to heal. They've already built the business. They've already been working through the business. Maybe you need a business mentor or a spiritual business mentor, whatever that is. You are being asked to follow their guidance, to hear them out. Again, the post that I put in my Instagram is coming out on this thing. Okay. You need to have faith with this. Oh my God, look, I was going to put the deck away. Look what's underneath the Hierophant. What did I say about the Eight of Wands? Aligning yourself with your higher self, with God, building a relationship with God. You taking action, you slowing down, and you really connecting with the divine, following your divine guidance. Wow, that Hierophant wants to fly off of my altar. That's kind of funny. There's also, again, I did say you're not going to be single for very much longer, man. Son of a bitch. Like, communication's coming in hot. It's coming in fast. What did I say with the dragon energy? Expect some really rapid things to happen. Business takes off. You get that message from your person. You get offers from other people. You get contracts from, like, I don't know who, what, where, when, why, how. Everything's going to start taking off at once. Be prepared. Somebody's life is about to go from 0 to 100 in an insane way, in the blink of an eye. This card is also the card where people are going to be flocking to you because of what you have built, what you have learned, how you've grown. Like you are like, this person's so happy that they went through all this stuff. Yet, oh my God, look what they can do now. How are they doing this? You're like a mystery to people. If you're going to be drawing people like a moth to a flame. I want what they have. I want to gain those skills. I want to be able to do that. I want to understand my value, understand my worth. I want to build that business. I want to grow, whatever it is. You may have a whole bunch, yeah, of people like really flocking to you. Like so many things are going to start happening so fast, man. I'm hearing, especially if you're a monkey. If you're a monkey, a Chinese zodiac sign, that energy is very high for you. Things are going to start moving very quickly, and they're popping up out of nowhere. This is not just your person like showing up out of nowhere or sending you an unexpected message or an invitation, because that is strong communication right there with the Eight of Wands. Unexpected visitor, like I fucking told you. Somebody just shows up, comes around the corner, or just messages you, "Hey, I'm in town. Like, do you want to go see this concert? You want to go see this movie? You want to go to this event?" You have 2 hours to get ready. Somebody better have the dress lined up, is what I'm hearing. I just heard somebody needs to already have in mind what you're going to be wearing. This might even be a Valentine's Day thing. Somebody may have bought a plane ticket, or you're about to go on an airplane at the last second. You're going to go somewhere. All right. That's coming out of nowhere. Eight of Wands coming out of nowhere. Okay, that's what I have. Those are those messages. So let's see what else. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Trading Series. I just heard somebody's taking off like a rocket. I heard rocket fuel, because this energy of the dragon is really working out in your favor because you've already lined it all up. You're in alignment already. You set everything up, and now the universe and this dragon energy is just gonna like, they're gonna have things take off for you because you're in alignment with it. Hi, Harlequin Muse. How are you today? Deadline is February 25th. What do you mean, Jason? Jason, you get to wear a dress. That's so funny. You know what I mean. You may need to get like a tux prepared or some sort of like a suit. Somebody needs to wear like a business shirt and suit. What do the archangels need have for us? Please and thank you. Of course, it's another archangel. It's Archangel Raguel, peace and harmony. Okay, that's the golden aura there. Wow, it's another archangel. This is significant. Archangel Azrael, change and transition. Thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. I said some of you are going to go through some major changes. Some of you need to really take action on making those changes. So let's look at Archangel Raguel. Peace and harmony. A wave of harmony is being washed over your life right now. Please trust that the angels are here to help you resolve any conflicts that have been disturbing your inner peace at this time. Take time to surrender to God and the angels any concerns you have about any conflicts or arguments, and allow them to lovingly guide you to peace. The angels are asking you to stand down from any conflicts that are going on in your life right now. Take a step back and allow the angels in so that they can help restore the peace. They want you to know that they are aware of your challenges and the concerns you have, but until you trust them, nothing can change. Take heart. The angels of peace are here now, and they're encouraging you to let them bring the matter to a fair and peaceful conclusion. Raguel's name means friend of God, and he is the angel of harmony. He works very closely with those who call on him to bring an end to conflicts and challenges. He helps us to remind of the importance of relationships, both romantically and personally. It is important to have good people around us. Raguel is one of the angels of justice, working closely with Michael and Zadkiel to resolve situations fairly and for everyone's highest good. Call on him for help in creating harmonious bonds in your relationships. Because I'm seeing the word harmonious, for those of you who've already created harmonious lives for yourselves and you've done that on your own, the Nine of Pentacles, there is harmonious sacred union coming in, and it's starting with the onset of that message here, that invitation. Whatever this is, it's coming in for you. I'm hearing it again. It's coming in hot. I mean, there's a strong energy of a Pisces being born in the year of the dragon. That's what I just heard. Um, so yeah, There's that. There's also Raguel is coming in to end the challenges in your life. Again, with the completion here, you're getting the rewards for your labor because you follow your intuition. You've done what God has asked you to do. You followed your divine guidance and you've pushed through the challenges, like I was saying, right? You're going to get super rewarded for that. So let's look at Archangel Azrael, change and transition. Every time I try to drink my tea when it's hot, it just doesn't happen. You're going through some changes right now, and you may not be enjoying them, but please be assured that they are for your highest good. Change is a natural process, and we are constantly moving through different levels of development and experience so we can grow. You want to see how fucking magical my readings are, how magical the archangels are, how God is, my spirit team. You can't make this up. My guides told me, Jess, look at the tag that is on your tea bag here. Okay, which is why I had tea. The only constant is change. And they said, Jess, read that. And I said, oh, so are we going to get some sort of message about change in this reading? It's showing up right now. What does that say, Harlequin? Deleuze astrology? Is that the correct word? Deluce? I'm not familiar with that. Hi, Mars. Angel number 3 in the chat. Send a masters. Yes, definitely. You see, even my T, the message and the T tag, the only constant is change. I'm telling you, man. The magic is, it blows me away every time. You definitely could not make that up. You can't. You can't. It's the bottom of the deck, guys. Right there. Change is a natural process, and we are constantly moving through different levels of development and experience so we can grow. Allow yourself to relax, knowing that the angels are supporting you through these changes. Change can be a challenging process, especially if you fight it. Know that you are supported at this time and that the changes really are bringing blessings into your life. You may be faced with the feeling of fear and not knowing what the next stage is, but there are plenty of doors opening and opportunities being presented to you. Allow yourself to let go and welcome the new and exciting energy life is bringing to you. Azrael's name means he who helps God. He is the angel who guides us through the process of transition. With his phoenix like energy, he helps us to rise from the ashes of our challenges to be reborn and positive again. He has a close link with mediums and is the angel who lovingly guides us to the other side at the time of our passing. He is strong, but loving and supportive. Call on him to guide you through change in a peaceful and loving way. There will be peace as you're transitioning through this change. Guys, the change doesn't have to be so difficult. It is challenging, but it doesn't have to be grueling. It doesn't have to be painful. If you see the peace in this, you see God in this, you allow God, your guidance to lead the way, it's not going to be as difficult as it is for some of you. You are going to have some moments where you just want to throw in the towel and pull your hair out, bang your head against the wall. It's normal. We're human beings. But you're going to do that for what, maybe most 5 minutes when you start to grow, learn, and evolve, and then it won't be bothering you anymore. If you want to see your life change, you're going to have to make the changes necessary in your own life to see those changes outside of you. Remember, we start off in our south node. You gotta leave your comfort zone. You have to be completely different by the time you're fully in your North Node, whatever that is. It's not gonna be easy. It's anything but easy. Casting Crown song, right? Call upon Archangel Azrael to help you with this transition, to help you with these challenges. It's the energy of the death card. Look what's after Azrael's card. Balance. That's the Libra card right there. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. This is a big thing for some of you. The miracle of forgiveness. Archangel Jeremiel. Thank you, Jeremiel, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. Let me tell you guys, that's going to be a huge healer. Connect with music. I talk about this all the time. Thank you for the guitar, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music. What did I say about some of you and your gifts with music, talent, singing, whatever? Oh, look what's after that. Spiritual gifts with Archangel Raziel. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. You can't fucking make it up. Don't hate, meditate. I'm feeling this already. Okay, I felt this, no lie. The angels are, thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. There's also jealousy coming from that card. That's not going to help you. You got to do the work. It's like there's this beautiful reader who God led me to, an Adasia Rose. You should look up her channel. She reminds me of my son's godmother, like a younger version. She looks like an angel, to be honest. Um, she has very insightful guidance. She was talking about people were commenting about, oh, well, it's easy for you because you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, and you just have things just go your way, and you don't have to worry about this and go. You didn't go through any challenges that I'm going through. You're not dealing with whatever. It's easy for you because of how you look, right? You can attract love because you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, whatever it is. You have this physique, you have this hair, whatever. And she was saying, no, I didn't realize until I saw that video that she was being very open about. She went through some really bad relationships, and that's just romantic relationships. I'm like, oh my God, really? You couldn't tell. You could not tell, but she was admitting to the fact that she was attracting that because she didn't value herself. She didn't honor herself. She didn't respect herself. She was seeking that outside of herself. So she was attracting these people who didn't value her, who didn't respect her, right? I went through the same damn thing. And I know a lot of people find me to be very attractive, but that doesn't mean shit. I have not had amazing relationships, right? I'm very grateful for the relationships that I've had, right? To include a near 10-year marriage. But that didn't work out either because I was not in my feminine power. I didn't see myself as a child of God. I was looking like not for handouts, but I was looking for accolades outside myself. Like I needed people to tell me that I was worthy, that I was beautiful, that I was smart, that I was capable, that I was whatever, that I was good enough. That got me nowhere, but in really disappointing relationships. And it also included work relationships until I started to change that, right? Good looks have nothing to do with things being easy or like, oh, well, and I've heard this before every time, like if somebody pays something for me or I get some sort of luck or whatever. I mean, you're thinking about me getting lucky with the progressive thing. Corey doesn't know what I look like, right? And I know people think that I get all these beautiful things coming to my life because of what I look like. It's bullshit. It's my energy. I put a lot of fucking work into getting here. And it took me 9 fucking years to get here. Right? It's a long time. It's a long time. Archangel Sandalphon is at the top of the deck. He is the Archangel of Music, the miracle of prayer. Thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to Heaven. They want me to read that one. The miracle of prayer. Some of you need to pray more, but you need to be praying for things that are really of value. Like, God, give me the strength to get through these challenges. God, show me, help me to know my worth. Help me to respect myself more. Help me to love myself more, whatever that is. Guide me to the people who will help me. Things like that, guys. Because again, we're trying to manifest money, love, abundance, success, but for what? You can't attract that, manifest that if you're not in alignment with it, which is why alignment is so important. You doing the work necessary, all the fucking work that I did, you need to do. But you're gonna go about it doing different ways, right? I guide, I teach, I mentor, but I also allow my students to be like, okay, this is what I've done. This is what's going to help you. And along the way, you're going to tweak it. You're going to learn some other things. You're going to incorporate some other practices that are going to boost what it is that I'm teaching you. Right? It's like for me, I am the hierophant in the sense that I've gone before you. You were led here for a reason because I've done my dirty work. I've done I've gone through that part of the journey that you guys are still in the middle of. I'm the way maker. Thank you, Jesus. The way shower. The light in the darkness. To guide you guys to where you need to be. And that also means that a lot of you are going to have to put in a lot of years of work to get to that level. Or to get to where I'm at. Or to experience what I'm experiencing. This is not just because, oh, I'm pretty or I'm this or I'm that or what it came easy to you. No. I worked fucking hard to attract that shit. A lot of people don't want to make the changes. They don't want to put in the work. That's your problem. It's not mine. You want to have what I have? You want to experience what I'm experiencing? You want to have what like other people have, but you shouldn't be comparing yourself. But still, you want to have that type of life? Got to put in the work. That is the rewards for serious dedication, diligence, devotion, for sticking to it. Not getting off your path, and you're doing it every day. I had to do my work every day. I did not take a day off. When God told me to do nothing, when God told me to rest, I was still praying. I was still meditating. I was still doing some my walks. I was still connecting with God. I was still eating well, drinking my tea, right? If God said, "Just don't do any mission work today, but I need you to rest." Rest is part of the work. Mindfulness is part of the work. Meditation is part of the work. You praying to God, you connecting with God is part of the work. This is not toil and labor. Toil and labor, you got to work like 40 hours in a day just to make a paycheck. That's not how you're going to get your abundance. And remember, abundance isn't just about money. It's health, it's harmonious relationships, it's good luck, it's um destiny helpers. It's just like things just flowing to you. It's an abundance of gratitude, an abundance of peace, an abundance of tranquility, abundance of just allowing yourself to enjoy life the way you were meant to. Money isn't going to bring you any of that stuff. And while you're doing the work and you're not seeing the results, that's not an indication for you to stop either. Because you've got to be patient and you have to trust in divine timing. Archangel Sandalphon says, the angels want you to know that the prayers you sent to heaven have been heard. They are encouraging you not to ask for help, but to accept it. Some of you may have asked for help and the help was offered to you by someone and you didn't accept the help. That's on you, not on God, not on me, not on anybody else. You prayed for it, it came to you through someone else, from someone else. That's how God works. But if you don't accept it, that is on you. because God answered your prayer, but he answered it in the way you didn't want. That's how God answers our prayers, guys. Because you have to do the work. I'm sorry to say, and that ties into making the changes necessary. Changing your routine, changing your spiritual practices. Like me, I have to change my routine, my spiritual practices. God's been telling me I can't eat certain things anymore. I'm starting to realize I'm developing food allergies. Shit, sucks, but I'm gonna have to do it. Oh, and I'll do it because if it's gonna take me to a level higher than what I'm at now, I'm all for it. They send an answer to every prayer you send in their direction and are encouraging you to fill your prayers with loving thoughts and gratitude. Instead of asking for specifics, thank the angels for guiding you to the best possible outcome for your highest good and the best possible people. You may be feeling that your prayers aren't being heard, but this isn't true. Your angels are encouraging you to shift your perceptions and see that prayer isn't about hoping the future delivers the answer, but knowing the answer is already here and coming to you now in the present moment. Archangel Sandalphon is drawing close to you at this time and is here to help you formulate your prayers to heaven in a positive and loving way so that you can get the best help from above. Pray and trust. Angels are always listening. Sandalphon is the master of song and the archangel who delivers our prayers to heaven. He is the angelic postman who ensures that our positive thoughts, prayers, and intentions are received by the divine. He has a copper aura and is the twin brother of Metatron. He has the powerful ability to help us connect with God and the angels in a level headed and grounded way because he was once human. He knew so much that when it came to his passing, he ascended to heaven and was transformed into an archangel. You are blessed to receive his guidance. So I just heard some of you are archangels. You just have to align with that. There's also an energy that God has sent you an archangel in disguise to help you, to give you the help, and some of you are not accepting it. That's divine truth right there, which is that's all I speak on this channel. What you do with that is on you. But don't expect your prayers to be answered the way that you want when God is answering them in the way that He wants. Because you need to take the cup being handed to you. And it's amazing because we have archangels all over the place here. So this book says, and I'm going to read it again, 16 of the 44 angel cards represent one of the major archangels. There are 44 cards in this deck. Bottom of the deck is an archangel. The card that flew out is an archangel. Top of the deck is archangel. That's already 3. Archangels are like the managers of heaven. If in a reading you pick an archangel card or more than one, consider yourself blessed as these beings offer extra special support and powerful guidance. They are always here. They are always, always here. So let's get another card from my deck, my Star Into Your Power deck. It is available for sale in my shop. If you go to capellawellness.com, there is a category called shop in the header of the website. Or if you're in the mobile app, you click on the hamburger menu, the one with the little lines in the top right corner, you will see shop and you will be able to purchase this deck. There is a link to this deck in the description box as well. So let's see what other guidance we have from the archangels, from Jesus, Mary, Mother, Mother Mary. Please and thank you. I just heard I'm coming home. I just came out of nowhere. That's for somebody. I also heard, hey, honey, I'm home. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pray in Series, please reveal us for our highest good. Jesus, Mary, Mother, Mother Mary. What are the guidance that we have? I don't really need to ask because they already know. Wow. forgive them. All right. Yep. For some of you, what did I say? With an apology, the message, it's a sincere apology, guys. It's a sincere love message. It's a sincere message of gratitude, thanks, forgiveness. Right? You can't forgive. Well, your heart space is going to be blocked, which means you won't attract the good fortune. You won't attract the good luck. You won't attract better health or whatever it is that you're seeking. Forgiveness clears the heart chakra completely. And when your heart chakra is cleared completely, it opens the gateway to having it all. Remember, Archangel Jeremiel was behind the balance card. So I said there's forgiveness issues for some of you. There's also an issue of forgiving yourself for something. All right? Forgiveness is for you, not for anybody else. It's for you. It frees you of your karma. It brings peace into your heart, into your space, into your home, into your life. Who doesn't want peace in their life? We all know that there are physical implications to lack of forgiveness. You have a lot of physical issues when you can't forgive, period. If you don't believe me, go look it up. Bottom of the deck is nothing can stop you. I was talking about this, right? I don't need cards for that. I've already channeled the messages and they're just backing me up. There's also something about a masculine here who's wondering if they're going to be forgiven. This has been ongoing for quite a bit. So, for the masculines watching this, nothing is getting in the way of this but yourself. The path is clear. Everything is ready for you to go. You know you've already been forgiven because your intuition has been telling you this. You have very strong telepathic skills with your person. They've been forgiving you already. So there's nothing in your way. Okay? If you are having a hard time forgiving yourself, forgive. Don't forget, forgive and learn. Because this is a huge lesson for you. You're letting go of the past. Okay? You're letting go and letting God. God has already forgiven you. Your person has already forgiven you. There's nothing else getting in the way, and you know it. You know it. Look at the sevens. It's time to reap what you've sown. Expect miracles. If you're sowing lack of forgiveness into the soil, if you're sowing complaints and resistance to change, you're not going to grow anything from that soil. Nothing grows from that. But those of you who've been sowing the healthy seeds in fertile soil, expect miracles. Top of the deck is lean into the light. That's the energy of the Hierophant. Lean on God for everything. You are here to be focusing on that light, being the light in the darkness for yourself and for others. Stop stressing. Some of you, your lack of forgiveness or resistance to change, it's causing a lot of stress because there's a resistance to that, and that stress is affecting your physical self. Um, for the masculines here, what did I say? Stop stressing about it. I'm telling you, man, the energy is gaining momentum because there are some masculines who are getting ready to message the feminine. You got to stay in that light, masculines. Keep your eyes focused on God. And the archangels, they're going to back you up. And you know it. They're definitely backing you up with this. Okay? I love my dragon earrings. Like, how freaking awesome are these things? I want to wear them all the time now. I've never owned dragon earrings in my life, but my guides told me to get these too. I'm like, okay, God, whatever you want. It's pretty badass, isn't it? With the shirt, like, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I'm feeling the power for sure. Like, ooh, 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 ooh. Anyway, the light is everything. Thank you, Raguel, for surrounding me, my life in a harmonious light. Guys, the light is everything. Okay, we're going to do the Chinese zodiac sign song thingamabobs. Alrighty, hold on, because I put these really nice heart foamy sparkly stickers, but when I started to test the shuffling, they don't shuffle as well as when I created my own song deck here. So you're gonna have to bear with me as I'm shuffling these things because they're not gonna shuffle easily, but I don't really have to worry about that because if you can't be patient, it's not my problem. Okay, so I'm just gonna go by the zodiac signs in here. Um, ooh, I just read Harlequin's comment. Phobia, you're so full of hate. Very empowering song. Um, Jason, would you mind kind of like reminding me to go listen to that song? Phobia seems sounds familiar to me. Hi, Harlequin. You feel my magical vibe. You definitely feel your magical vibe, LLC. Thank you. Music always saves the day. Always saves the day. Yep, haters are gonna hate for sure. Yep, but you can't let that stop you either. See, Jason, I you notice your food choices are shifting, yeah, to something more healthy, and I'm pretty sure your energies are shifting too. All right, so let me go look at the book. I don't want to miss any of these. Hold on, signs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why am I missing one? Hold on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on, I'm missing two. I need to make sure I count for them. Give me a minute, guys. I have to make sure I'm not missing any of these signs. Tiger, horse, and snake. Rat and sheep. Tiger, horse, snake, sheep. Okay, yeah. I'm missing that one. And then ox. Is that the other one? Yep. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to pull one song card for each Chinese zodiac sign. Here we go. I'm going to start with Tiger. So if you guys don't know your Chinese zodiac sign, the tiger years are 1938, 1950, 1962, 1974, 1986, 1998, 2010, and 2022. All right. So if you're interested in any of the Year of the Dragon readings, I think, yeah, the 4555 one, you will know when your luckiest months are going to be. So that's going to be important for you to No, so that you're definitely making sure that you are doing your part to align yourself with those lucky months, because while they're considered to be lucky for you, if you get your energies right, it could be an insanely lucky month or month, because some monkeys are the ones where almost the entire year is a lucky year. It's not just a couple months. Some signs have a few months, some have 1 month. It depends. All right, because I have here what your lucky months are going to be. So we're gonna start with Tiger and see what song your person wants to dedicate to you for Valentine's Day. Oh, you know what they're telling me? Oh, so I don't know if any of you guys saw the bottom of the deck for this my card deck was Anything But Easy by Casting Crowns. I forgot to show it, but whether you believe me or not doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Playing Experience, please reveal to me for our highest good. What? See, it's challenging, guys, because I have these stickers in here. For the Tiger Chinese Zodiac signs, what song does their person want to dedicate to them? Hey, Jason, can you timestamp these for me? I can't tell. I see it's like 1:35 or 1:38 on my timer here. So, Jason, if you can timestamp these, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, one more shuffle because this is getting a little bit challenging, but I got to work through the challenge, right? I got to work through the challenge. And I was going to take off the stickers, and my guide said, no, don't take off the stickers. I said, okay. Now I know next time I have to use flatter heart stickers. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Listen, this is what they want me to do. I'm going to shuffle one more time, but they're having me do this differently. The way that they want me to do these songs, they're going to have me pull from the top of the deck and not shuffle. This is the only shuffling I'm going to be doing. If you have a problem with that, that's on you, not me. You don't have to watch this, okay? You don't need to have cards flying out. You don't need to have somebody shuffling 50 million times. If God tells me to do it this way, I listen to him because they know what's supposed to come out. They know what they're doing. So if you're going to get all huffy puffy because there's no extra shuffling going on when your sign is called, you can leave. All right, let's do one more. One more shuffle, and then we're going to get all the signs. We're going to just go from the top of the deck. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Jesus, Mary, Mother, Mary. I forgot to move my other candle holders, which is why I'm like... They want me to move that there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do the signs, and I'm going to pull straight from the top. Okay? This is what I was told to do. I am obedient. I do not conform to what everybody else does. I only listen to what God and the archangels tell me to do. Tiger, your person wants to send you this song, I Don't Need Anyone Else by Liam Fitzgerald. You are encouraged to go look up this song, listen to it, and read the lyrics while you're listening to it. You're supposed to be getting messages from these. Okay? There are hidden messages in this. If you are having a hard time interpreting the messages, understanding the messages, you not quite sure what does this mean, I can help you interpret them. I'm very gifted with song interpretation. I don't have a reading on that yet, but you can get a personal reading with me, or you can send me a message and say, hey, Jess, I listened to the song, I downloaded it, whatever, I played it. I still don't understand what my person's trying to tell me. Let me know. And like, if I don't have the reading set up already, then you can book a reading with me and I can do a deep dive into what that song means. Cause I'm telling you, I'm very, very good at this. I'm gonna pick up stuff that's gonna blow your mind. I will say, I just forgot to mention at the beginning, I do have a love sale going on for my love readings. I am going to start doing love readings as part of my Capella service suite because if you guys have worked with me before, I didn't really do love readings, but I am having a really nice sale for the month of February. I highly recommend you take advantage, especially the in-depth love reading. That is a wonderful, wonderful reading to get because you're going to get so much insight and awareness and guidance on your connection with that. It's $55 off, okay, for like 45 minutes or more. I highly, highly, highly recommend if you want to benefit from the love sale that I'm having for my readings. That is one of the great ones to get. I also now put up there, I didn't tell my members this because I forgot. I was trying to get the live ready. I now have a reading. It's a love song reading. I'm going to ask particular questions and I'm going to pull a song card for each of those questions. How you're feeling about the connection, what that song is. How they're feeling about the connection, what that song is. What the energies, the mutual energies are, and what song reflects the mutual energies in your connection. A song that reveals what's blocking you, it's genius thing. Okay. So I have that now. It is on a special compared to what I normally charge. Um, that is a new reading that I posted on my website. It's all song based. Okay. Again, songs are huge when it comes to spiritual growth, understanding things, especially if you're dealing with somebody. It doesn't have to be your masculine. It could be a kid. It could be a parent. It could be somebody. You can get this reading on like a friendship, okay, or a business partnership. You can get this love reading based on a relationship with you and your mom, your dad, your siblings. And these songs are going to help you understand certain things that they're not going to be able to convey to you. All right. There's so much power in the music, the melodies, the harmonies, everything, the instruments, the lyrics, and the song guys. You got to learn how to read between the lines and really better understand what these songs are conveying to you. All right. So I do have that now on my website. If you go to capellawellness.com, just check out the Capella Service Suite and go. You could book that. It will be on sale up until March 1st because this is only a February thing. Once February is done, I'm going to keep those readings, my love readings, but they're going to go back to their original cost. All right. Um, if you're interested in a membership where you get daily guidance readings, monthly guidance readings, you're part of members' lives for some of the tiers, you want extra support on a daily basis on top of what I put on Instagram. If you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, go ahead and do so that you can get daily guidance. Focus of the days there and love songs for this week because it's Valentine's week. If you want additional support, you can sign up for a Capella membership to give you the support that you need. It's well worth the investment. I put a lot of hard work and blood, sweat, and tears. Not blood, sweat, and tears, but there's a lot of energy involved. There are a lot of hours in there. Okay. And they could very well help you if there's an issue with you needing personal readings every month or something like that. Okay. That's the way to go if you want to really get as much guidance as you can. I have healing, what needs healing for the month, what's blocking you for the month. I'm doing divine masculine check-ins now, divine feminine check-ins for some of the tiers, check-ins on your connection to help you with your spiritual growth on your connection, also empowering you, your own personal journey. All right. They're almost like personal readings, but you have to understand where you're at. And you have to be honest with yourself because sometimes really amazing readings, I mean, messages come out and people get disappointed because it wasn't for them. Okay, because they're not in alignment yet. Anyway, there's all that stuff. Um, so I wanted to talk about the song readings that I have now. Those are going to be really mind-blowing readings because you're going to get something very different where I'm not using tarot. I'm using songs to help you with your connection. And that's going to be powerful. And when you get those songs, you're going to create a playlist. Oh, I can't talk about that yet. That's something new. You're going to get something very powerful to help you with your connection if you book that reading. I almost spilled the beans. All right, because there's something that you're going to be guided to do, and I'm going to give you instructions on what to do after you have that reading done. Okay, it's going to change the game for you, not only in your personal growth, but in your connection. So, again, Tiger, Tony the Tiger, maybe somebody's here, name is Tony here. Hi, Tony, how are you? I don't need anyone else. Liam Fitzgerald. Rabbits, all my little hip hoppy people. We have something inside of me. No, don't get all dirty on me. Not yet. Oh, speaking of dirty, I'm having my Valentine's Day party on the 16th. I'm getting tickets sold. Like, you want to be part of that, dude? Do it, do it, do it. All right. I'm having, there's a link to the events in my description box. We're going to have a fun filled, fantastic, beautiful, mind blowing, adventurous. There goes a dragon right off my ear. Valentine's Day party. It's a virtual party on Zoom. You want to join in on that. It's Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got nothing to do. You join in on this because it's going to be fun. I don't know why I keep showing the card about that, but because I'm reading something inside of me and I'm getting a dirty thought, and some of you are too, and that's why they wanted me to talk about my virtual Valentine's Day party. I am going to be spinning the down and dirty wheel of fortune. I'm not going to tell you what that is. You're going to have to find out what that means for you. Everyone's going to be able to spin that wheel in that party. All right. But I'm not going to tell you what's going to come from it. Use your imagination. So, again, if you want tickets, click on the events link in the description box. I may have it there. If not, go to capellawellness.com, click on the Capella events section of my website, and go get your ticket there. If you are already a member of mine, I already put the discount code in the Capella Circle forum. So, Rabbits, go download the song, listen to it, all that stuff. All right. It's by Kai. This is an awesome group. I used to listen to them a lot when I was younger. This is a huge message for you. Okay. Dragons. All right. My dragons, it's your year. You're the inspiration by Chicago. Okay, so those of you who are dragons, you were born the year 1940, 1952, 1964, 1976, 1988, 2000, 2012, 2024. Your person is dedicating this song to you for Valentine's Day. And I know one of you just dropped your jaw because you thought this wasn't going to work. And look what God did for you. I can feel you. So we have the snake. Those of you who are snakes, you were born in the year of 1941, 1953, 1965, 1977, 1989, 2001, 2013, 2025, which is next year, and that's probably not you because you're not here yet. Rewrite the Stars by Zac Efron and Zendaya. Okay, that is a song for the snakes. That's not a bad thing to say, guys. Please keep that in mind. You guys are very clever. For snake people, your person wants to send you this song. Download it, listen to it, read the lyrics. Again, if you can't quite get what this is telling you, I can interpret that for you with a personal reading. The horse people, my lovely horse people, I am getting unicorn energy with this. Those who are horses, you were born in the year 1942, 1954, 1966, 1978, 1990, 2002, 2014, and those in 2026 will be a horse. The song that your person wants to dedicate to the horses is You Give Me Something by Jason, by James Morrison. There's another Jason here who was born in 1966. Anyway, You Give Me Something by James Morrison is the song that your person wants to send to you. Now, I got this weird energy that maybe if you're the horse, you want to send that person to somebody else. It could be a friend, guys. This does not have to be a romantic thing. It could be a friend. All right? So, my sheeps or goats, my sheepy people. All right? You were born in 1931, 1943, 1955, 1967, 1979, 1991, 2003, 2015. For my sheep people, the song that your person wants to dedicate to you for Valentine's Day is "Wish You Were Here" by Incubus. This is a fucking badass song. I absolutely love I love this song. I love all these songs, right? I was guided to put these songs on cards. These songs are all this song is it, I love Incubus. They're just a brilliant band. Um, Brandon Boyd, I believe, is the lead singer. That guy is fantastic. So that's a song they want to dedicate to you. Again, listen to it, pay attention to the lyrics, all that good stuff. My monkeys. I'm a monkey. All right. Hey, hey, with a monkey. I love that show too. Oh my God. I was infatuated with Davy Jones. It's not even funny. Anyway, oh fuck. For real? Okay, monkeys. The song that your person wants to dedicate to, I'm gonna shit my pants. For those of you who know me, I am a huge Backstreet Boys fan. Backstreet Boys are my favorite group of all time. Journey is my favorite band of all time. Don't get them confused. They're blowing me away right now because there's other meanings to this, and I'm losing my shit internally right now. But this is awesome because I am a monkey, and Backstreet Boys are my favorite group of all time. This is my favorite song in the entire world of theirs. Okay. This is a very, very, very meaningful song for me. It got me through a lot for many years. This gave me hope with regards to relationships because I was very unlucky in love. I was. But again, not that they were horrible relationships. I loved every one of them, right? They still have a place in my heart because I had an experience with them. They taught me certain things. But it just really wasn't what I was expecting. But that's because I was not aligned with my feminine energy when I met these people. But I still respect them. I still honor them. I've forgiven them already, and I've forgiven myself in the process. So, more than that, there's a huge heart at the back of this. This person has a tremendous amount of love for you for sure. They're definitely going to love you more than that. I mean, this song sometimes brings me to tears. Like it's a beautiful song. It really is. So those are the monkeys. Oh, the monkey years are 1932, 1944, 1956, 1968, 1980, 1992, 2004, and 2016. Okay. Right now on to the roosters. Jason, are you still clocking these things? You still time stamping? Yeah, and I know your person's a horse, Jason. Okay, the roosters. Caca! That's not a rooster, I know that, but it's cock-a-doodle doo. Of course, the word cock standing in my head, but we won't get there. Dude, I'm already feeling the energies of the Valentine's Day party for Friday. Listen, guys, man, we're gonna have a blast. We're gonna have a blast. Go put that money towards that party, guys, because I mean, we're gonna have so much fun. If you've ever done any private lives with me or like group lives outside of YouTube, listen, you got to get a membership with the live streams for group sessions because you're going to love them. I mean, these are amazing to do, but when you're in group sessions that I have off of this platform, they're more fiery. They're more exciting. It's like the energy there is just, oh, and you just see a side of me that like sometimes doesn't come out on these things. But anyway, again, I'm really pushing the Valentine's Day virtual party, guys. Do it, do it, do it, do it. That's the energy of the dragon, right? Okay. Unleash the Dragon by Cisco. Oh, that is a badass song. I wanted to play it on here, but they're gonna flag me, and I don't want any strikes. I don't want any issues with YouTube, whatever. But it is what it is. That's a badass song. Anyway, let me get back on track here. Roosters. Your years are 1933, 1945, 1957, 1969, 1981, 1993, 2005, and 2017. You have this incredible song by James Bay called All My Broken Pieces. All right. This is a song that your person or somebody you know wants to dedicate to you for Valentine's Day. Again, I could totally go through the interpretation, all the freaking messages and downloads I will get from this, but I will be here for 10 years. All right. As I said, if you want a really deep dive and you be pulling some insane messages that you're just going to be blown away by, get a personal reading on the interpretation of this song if you so choose. Just hit me up, right? Send me a message, or you can book the personal capella reading that I already have on my website, the 45-minute one, and say, hey, I want interpretation of the song, blah blah blah. You'll get it in video format. We're gonna like dis what's it called, dissect the shit out of this. Any song, guys, I can dissect the shit out of it. Trust me on this. All right. Okay. We now have the dog. The dog. Woof woof. Snoop Dogg. What's up, Snoop Dogg? How are you? Okay. We have the year 1934, 1946, 1958, 1970, 1982, 1994, 2006, and 2018. So for my dogs out there, the song that the person on your mind wants to dedicate to you is Father Figure by George Michael. Ooh, this is a little steamy. Have you seen the video? Yes. I used to be infatuated with the model. I forgot her name already. I think it begins with an N. Who was in that video? Like, I don't know what it was. I was really drawn to her and her energy, but let's not go there. Um, so yeah, this could even be a message coming from a father, okay, is what I'm hearing. Um, Either somebody is trying to be a better father for you, or you're going to be a better father to somebody. Okay, guys, that's very deep. I mean, I haven't even really crossed into that, but there's something here. There's also something with this smaller pink heart back here. You may be wearing a pink heart, or you have a small pink heart on your shirt. Here, lower left, it's a long sleeve white shirt, perhaps, maybe the one from Target. Bottom left, or something like that. You're either wearing a shirt with a small pink heart that looks it. See what happens when I do these things? And I'm working with one dragon earring, which is hilarious. Dragon came right out of my ear. I don't think I have the backing. Anyway, somebody here is wearing a shirt with a heart that almost looks identical to that. It's on the left side of your shirt, or it's on your shirt somewhere. You may be wearing a bracelet. There we go. You may be wearing a bracelet, kind of like what I have right here. It's rose quartz. Do you see it? The one with the gold beads. You may be wearing a pink heart bracelet. It might be that bracelet exactly. Um, you're wearing a heart somewhere. I don't know why that's coming through, guys, but that's what I'm getting. Now I have these raccoon eyes. I gotta fix that. So somebody is wearing a pink heart. You may be wearing pink heart earrings, or you have a pink heart ring. Either way, guys, there's something, somebody here is wearing something that has to do with this pink heart. Okay. That's the song. Okay, for the pigs. Hey, pigs are cute. You were born 1935, 1947, 1959, 1971, 1983, 1995, 2007, and 2019. Oh, this is a powerful, powerful song for my pigs here. My cute little squealy wheelies. We have Strong by Christian Paul. This person thinks you're strong as fuck. That's what I heard. All right. Listen to this. I'm strong enough for the both of us. Christian wrote this song for his mother. Somebody here may have a family member or somebody who's dealing with cancer because he wrote this song for his mom, who's his mother's husband, which was Christian's stepdad. They found out he had cancer, and he was talking about how his mother had to be strong for the family. But her son, Christian, was like, Mom, you've been strong for us all our lives. It's time now for me and for us to be strong for you. Right? She was trying to hold it together, but Christian knew that she needed to fall apart. She needed to let it out. So there's something with cancer here. Okay. Yeah, I know, Jason, because you were talking about that song last week, because you dedicated that song to her last week. So it's freaking amazing that that happened. Just wait until you see something this week, Jason, with the songs that I'm putting out on Instagram. Just wait. So this might make you cry. It's it's a very powerful song. That song showed up when I was sitting at a tapas bar in Rockville when I started going to bars by myself when I was going through my divorce period and I had moved to Rockville. And they replaced the dough roller with a tapas restaurant and a bar. I would take myself out, and I had to stop going to bars because I kept getting picked up on the time all the time. My guides were like, "Jess, you're just gonna have to stop, so you have to give that up." But I was talking to a female bartender, and this song showed up, and I Shazammed it. And I was like, "Wow, there's some power in this song," and it stuck with me for a while, and it has a lot of meaning. So again, look up the song, pay attention to the lyrics, read the lyrics as you're listening to it. You may need to play it several times. If you still can't understand it, again, you come to me and we'll dissect the song. All right. So for the rats, you're gonna have to excuse me because I missed two signs and I did not write down the years, the rat and the ox. Okay. I do know ox 1 year is 2009 for a birth year. Okay. So for the rats though, we're gonna start with the rats. Um, and again, this is not to say you're a rat, obviously. There's a shadow side and a light side to everything on this planet, including animals. So for the rats, again, you can go look up whether you're a rat or not if you still haven't heard your Chinese zodiac sign. The song that's coming up is You've Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman. So for some of you, this could very well be a friendship here that needs to be rekindled or something. Um, but there's also, you can have a love interest. It's like, I'm your best friend and your lover. That's the best relationship you can have. A lot of people miss that part. They want to jump into the romance. They want to jump into the relationship and have the honeymoon phase and stick to that all their lives and stuff. No, I got into that too. It's like I didn't become friends with my boyfriends first. The first one that I had, I did because he kept pursuing me and I gave in. So it's good to be friends first because you're going to understand whether you're really compatible or not. Okay. That's important. But a lot of relationships aren't really the glorious ones because the friendship phase hasn't completed. So there's something with that. But again, this is a meaningful song for me too. Um, you're going to see it's our destiny. Again, go listen to it. Go look it up. All right, so we have the ox here. The last one. Again, I don't have the years for the rat and the ox. I forgot. I didn't jot them down. Last one. Oh, this is steamy. Lips on You by Maroon 5. All right. It's a very sexual song. It like it's arousing, okay? But that's the only song that came up with like some sexual energy to it. So that's how we end with the ox, right? The oxen here. They got the really steamy Maroon 5 song. That's a great song too, by the way. They're doing a lot of fantasizing about you. But anyway, that's what we have for everybody. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck real quick. I forgot this was in here. Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. Dude, This is probably my favorite song of all time. It's very close with the Backstreet Boys more than that song. It's very close with some Journey songs, but I think that one, that is my favorite song out of all of them. I've been in love with this dude since I was a child, and I have his original record right over there in the living room. It's all mine. At least it's supposed to be mine. But anyway, either way, here's a message for all of you. You're not going to give up on love. You're not going to give up on yourself. You're not going to give up on your dreams. There's an overall theme here with these people, how they don't want to give up on you. And you shouldn't give up on them. Don't give up on those you love, guys, no matter how difficult it is, because you're going to really do something for them. They're going to learn a lot from you when they realize that you haven't given up on them, because some people have. A lot of people have not experienced true loyalty from people. Okay. So, and we are here to be an examples of Christ consciousness and loyalty, right? It's if you want to look at the relationship between Simon Peter and Jesus, we all know what Simon Peter was like according to what we've read or what we know about Simon Peter. But um what's his face? Jesus was still loyal to Peter. Here's the kicker, guys. Jesus always forgave Simon Peter. But Simon Peter wasn't always loyal fully to Jesus, was he? Not quite. There's something to understand in that. I'm pulling these animal cards. I don't know what I'm doing. Holy Spirit, what message do we need from this? Oh, look how funny. I had to create a card. It's the ox card. You know what I'm getting? X's and O's. They're sending X's and O's to you. Maybe they're going to be sending X's and O's to you right now or at the end of a letter or something. The ox. So it looks like here what they're telling me, there's a strong energy of the ox. This is encouragement for the ox people because, as I said, the oxen are going to have a challenging year with this year of the dragon, right? I believe I said that. Yeah, the signs that will have the most challenging 2024 will be the ox, the rabbit, and the dog. Okay. So those who are born in the year of the ox, all right, that's a special message for you. That is about not giving up on those you love, not giving up on yourself. Okay. There's something about listening more to music or doing something with music. Here is what I'm getting. Um, Oxen can be quite stubborn. Okay. They can dig their heels all the way down to the earth's core, like I put on my post in on Instagram. Again, if you're not following me on there, go do so. Um, but oxen are very strong people. But here's the thing. You don't need to be strong all the time, oxen. You need to be able to let your guard down. You need to be able to be vulnerable sometimes. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a superpower. All right. So that's an extra message for the ox people. And we have a bird at the bottom of the deck. Again, with the bird, look, there's a bird. There's a dove in this card right here at the corner, top corner. And we have a bird at the bottom. There is definitely communication here. Um, I'm hearing something about oxen being equally yoked. You want to be equally yoked with people. If you know what that is, go look it up. But there's strong energy about communication, but there's also birds. Birds sing. You may have a bird. You may want to get a bird. I don't know. Something along those lines. If that resonates with you, that's a big message for you about what I said about the oxen. Um, I'm hearing flying high. I'm hearing having high hopes with this bird card. It's funny because I never used this deck before. I picked this up at Target, and my guide told me to use it at some point when I was ready to get additional messages. So I'm hearing Phoenix rising from the ashes too. That is the change and transition card with Archangel Raziel. Okay. It looks like the oxen this year, the year of the dragon, you're going to go through some really big changes. It's going to be tough for you, but you're going to make it out okay. You're going to make it more better than okay. It almost sounded like I said topless, but maybe I did in another dimension. Fly like an eagle. That's a seal song. Yeah, Jason, he does deny Jesus twice, but he also got to a point where remember he was told to walk on the water and he didn't trust, right? May not have to do with loyalty, but he didn't trust fully. There were other times where Simon Peter was still a little bit skeptical. Um, so yeah, there's that bird energy there. Okay. So it looks like for the oxen here, you need to spread your wings and fly like an eagle. But there could also be something about you may be getting some really happy news because this bird is all content and has eyes are closed and it's got this smile on its face, right? So there's something here about this bird. There's something you're going to be hearing. Again, there is good news for some of you because the Page of Cups is down here. Um, it's going to be worth your while. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be doing the personals now. Jason, I know you have the 2888, which is 2 cards. What luck is the dragon bringing you this year? Okay. Let me go put the crystal on my card. Alrighty. I don't need anyone else. All right. Let's go. That's so great, man. That song came at the bottom of the deck. Oh my god. You know what? I picked this up on its own. Look what's underneath it. You guys. Magic keeps happening. Didn't I say this is my song? This is my favorite song of all time. It's Jess's song. Like, wow. Okay, God, you've spoken again. That's fucking amazing. All right, let's go charge this thing. Let me have some more tea. I'm going to have a piece of chocolate before we move on. I need to figure out how to keep this hot. Oh, you know what? The only way is for me to put it in one of those stainless steel tumblers or something where it will stay hot, but I won't be able to use my fun mugs here. At least I'm still getting the benefit of the tea, right? Alrighty. So let's go get one of these chocolate hearts. I'd share with you guys, but I don't know how I'm going to pass it through the phone. All right. Yeah, thermos, all types of stuff. All right. I don't know, Jason. It just might be you and me. Holy Spirit. archangels, galactic families, playing series, and seven masters. Jesus, Mary, Mother Mary, please reveal to us for our highest good. What luck is the dragon bringing for Jason this year? Please and thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit, archangels, galactic families, playing series, seven masters. What luck is the dragon bringing Jason this year? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. All right, two more. What luck is the dragon bringing to Jason in the year of the dragon, Holy Spirit? Please and thank you. One, two. All righty. Wow, this is interesting, Jason, because you're getting a similar card from your 2024 forecast reading. If you guys are curious, I am still doing 2024 forecast readings so that you know what's going on for the year. We have Ace of Swords for you, which is, there's two things I'm getting with that, and the Queen of Wands. Okay? The bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. All right? I heard no more sleeping. I also heard you got to get better sleep. I already told you that before. All right? Because this person he's in the clouds. He's just sleeping. He's not really paying attention to the cups around him. There are opportunities and gifts and things that are going to be presented to you. Again, that's the energy of the dragon, right? But you're going to have to pay attention. You can't be sleeping when these things are brought to you. There is something about paying attention to your dreams, following your dreams, but there's a strong energy about all these things are going to be presented to you, but you run the risk, and it's a challenge for you because Ace of Swords is a challenging card at times. We all know aces are wonderful cards. It's a breakthrough card. It's a gift from God, but it's a challenging gift from God. It's like God's giving you the sword of truth. He's getting you to get, you want to get clarity. You want to break through the veil, but you can't be sleeping. All right. You need to be paying attention to guidance being given to you. There's something about this Queen of Wands. This is an excellent leader. She's very powerful. She can manifest anything. She teaches others how to manifest amazing shit into their lives. All right. She manifests all her dreams. She manifests all these opportunities, all these things that seem magical, that seem like, wow, where it came out of the sky, right? There's something about temptation here. You're going to have a Queen of Wands who's of the light. She is the Queen of Light. You're also going to have a Queen of Wands who is not of the light, but who may seem like she or he is in the light. Be very careful. For whatever reason, I'm getting a tarot reader, and the Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right. Doesn't have to be a sun sign. Someone who's very attractive, someone who, you know, but there's an energy that somebody utilizes their good looks. All that glitters isn't gold. They do, it's confusing to you. They're, oh, they're luring you into a trap. And you know what I'm getting with the Seven of Cups? I'm seeing, you know how dragons, I think in Celtic mythology, whatever it is, they protect the treasure, right? It's like you're seeing all this gold, a huge pile of gold, and this dragon's protecting it. And you're like, "Ooh, if I could just get past the dragon, I'll get all the gold." But if there's a shit, man. Okay, you need to wait. There's something for you. I have to get the Celtic deck. Give me a minute. Oh, hold on. This is very significant, Jason, because there's a there's a big warning with the 7 of Cups. Okay? You're gonna have some luck here, right? A lot of options, a lot of good things, but there's someone who may be interfering with that. So, shit. Holy Spirit, can you please guide me to the card that I need to read for him? I think it's in this deck. If I can't find it, I'm gonna have to send it to you later. I'm not sure it's in here, Jason, but let me see. Reserve table of contents. Might be another one that I have. '93. Oh, I think I know what it is. Yep, here we go. It's the gatekeeper. Okay? They want me to read this because of the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. All right? The all that glitters isn't gold, wishful thinking. Okay? Dragons to the Celts were seen as the gatekeepers to other worlds and caretakers of treasures. Drawing the gatekeeper card is very significant. This high vibrational card means that abundance is coming your way because you put in the hard work. It has not gone unnoticed, and the dragon is gifting you with help and abundance in whatever form you need at this time and for your future success. You might have reached a point where you know where you are going and what you need to do, but the resources don't seem to be there for you. Know that they will come at the right time. Once you gain the ally of a dragon, you must ensure you remain true to your word. They don't take kindly to tricksters, but are also able to recognize one if they see one. They will only appear to you if you are worthy and humble about it. There is no place for ego here. There is only space for truth and an eagerness to do good. The most powerful of all Celtic symbols, the dragons, were also known as great protectors. They protected the great treasures of the world that man always longed for. The Celts believed that wherever a dragon flew, the land would become more powerful. They are a symbol of vision, wisdom, and prophecy. They were the guardians of all knowledge and wisdom, which may be why we see them sitting on their gold. You see, treasure is not always about money or material items. Therefore, by drawing this card, you may ask the dragons for their guidance, wisdom, and knowledge of the future. They may aid you by giving you riddles to solve, but know that any guidance from the dragons will help you with your quest. There are riddles that are going to be given to you, okay, on your journey this year. It depends on how you solve them. And it depends on how you're going to be utilizing the energy of the dragon, right? As I said, there could be dreams coming true with this card, and like you're all these things you're conjuring up are just going to come to life. But it's a matter of you believing in yourself and being in your power and making it happen by taking action. You having that strength to get into alignment with those energies of the Queen of Wands, confidence and courage. This is going to be a big thing for you this year, being determined. Um, you understanding your own power, your own abilities to manifest. but it has a lot to do with believing in yourself, also with not being self-conscious about your appearance, about who you are, um, you being really stepping up as a leader here. All right, especially with communication. You're going to have to expand your way of thinking and expand your way of communicating. You need to speak more powerfully. You need to have passion in it. You need to have fire in it. You need to have fervor. Like I said, that dragon will either blow the fire up your ass or you're going to use his fire to fuel you forward. All right. You have Pluto in Libra. You're going to be in Pluto's in Aquarius right now, but you're going to really, there may be something about your Pluto and Libra aspecting Pluto and Aquarius maybe activating this. But remember what that said about the tricksters. You have to be true to your word. But there is somebody around you because the Queen of Wands could be a third party. The Queen of Wands could be a Jezebel, someone who looks innocent, someone who looks attractive, someone who you think is for your highest good, but they're not. You've already been given insight and awareness to this person, to these people. Somebody may be giving you a lot of praise, but they're doing it for hidden reasons. Somebody may be lighting you up, firing you up, but it's an illusion. Okay? You have good things coming to you, but there's somebody getting in the way of this. You also have to understand you are, again, Jason, you need to go rewatch your 2024 reading. That's what I'm being told. You need to go back and watch it because the Seven of Cups is coming up for you. It's coming up for you twice. Remember, this is a year thing. You're going to have to really either watch that again or get a more in-depth one. Okay? Pertaining to just you and not your connection or something along those lines. But the first 7 months, because the Seven of Cups is here, are going to be your most challenging years. Because again, Ace of Swords is a challenging card. All right? You need to rewatch that reading. You were, again, this is pigging back off of that reading. You're going to be tempted a lot. There are going to be a lot of people coming your way. I'm getting strong Leo energy. People who are going to be the enemy sending you someone who looks like they're of the light and they're not, Jason. You need to make sure that you are not, be careful with what you're watching, who you're talking to, because the Seven of Cups is outside influences, poor outside influences. Getting communication, getting insight and awareness, getting some sort of clarity from other people, but they're actually confusing you more than they're enlightening you. But there's something about these people or platforms or things on social media or whatever this is outside of you. It seems enticing. It seems wonderful, right? All that glitters isn't gold. Be careful because it's going to take you off your path. And with your channel, you are not doing this for money. You're not doing this for praise. You're not doing this for people to look at you like, "Oh, you're like the best reader ever. You're this and you're that." And you know, you're not seeking validation from these people from your channel to tell you that you are great at what you do, that you are a powerful reader or a powerful leader or something like that. You don't need that. All right. Remember with why I was led to read that gatekeeper card. Remember the treasure isn't just about, turn right to it again. The treasure isn't about money or material items. They're the guardians of knowledge and wisdom. This is divine intelligence. Okay? This is divine wisdom. She is able to shine her light brightly to get herself to the frequency of crystalline light to be able to tap into that divine wisdom and divine knowledge and divine intelligence. This is what you are seeking, not fame, fortune, glory, people like, applauding you, people giving you heads up, high fives, people commenting on your videos, even letting them know like how it helped you, whatever. You don't need any of that. You're already above that. You just gotta like that's what's getting in your head. Okay. You are doing this to work up to being a tremendously powerful communicator and leader. All right. Because once you are ready to go, then God is going to shine the spotlight on you and you're going to be in front of like millions of people at some point. Okay. You are building up that energy to lead others. And when you do that, but this also means you need to step it up with how you are projecting your voice. How are you communicating the divine guidance as you're being given? You can't, you're still kind of holding back a little bit, and you kind of know that you've got it's there. You want it to come out, but it's like, no, I don't think I can do that. Right? There's also something about there's other truth that is being disseminated to you that you need to put out there. You're gonna have to flat out say it this year. That is where the luck is going to come in. Remember? The dragons are there. The dragon spirit is there to really do something great here this year. But you're gonna have to do something first to benefit from the energies of the dragon this year. And I know you're a dragon. But while I did say that the dragons are going to have an amazing year, it depends what the dragons do with it. She goes after what she wants without any fear. She's very confident knowing that she's going to get it. And if it takes her a long time, then fine. But there's also something about a very powerful Queen of Wands. She's already done her work. She's already in a high position of leadership. She has already been granted that access of divine intelligence, that have been divine wisdom from God, because she also has the Ace of Wands in her hands, right? The magic stick. You're going to gain a lot more knowledge and wisdom from this person. This person has grown a lot spiritually, and she is manifesting amazing things in her life already, to include destiny helpers, helpful people. Queen of Wands manifests very helpful people. Her light is that bright, it's that high vibrational that she's sending that beacon out to God, and God's like, oh shit, she's up here, let's go send a match. Let's go send people who match that frequency, right? And you're going to break through the veil with the assistance of this Queen of Wands, with this leader. But remember, you've got other Queens of Wands around you who are not for your highest good. Or you're going to be, the enemy's going to send you these people. They're not for you. They're not for your best interest. It's a trap. I keep hearing, remember, there's like trickster energy here. That's why they had me read that card. They're putting a facade to try to get something out of you. And there's a strong energy that the true Queen of Wands that God has sent you to get you to have more clarity. This is also about receiving divine guidance, insight, and awareness, the downloads, right? Your mind is completely clear. You are completely level headed. There's also decisiveness here. You being confident in your decision making, in your actions. You're not going to be hesitating on stuff. When God says do it, you do it. When God presents the opportunity, you do it. There's also something about clearing up miscommunication, being open and honest with yourself and other people. But there's also like this Queen of Wands is going to lead you to have this ability to just make decisions with confidence, and you're just not going to sit on it, right? You're not going to get all confused, and you're gonna be like, oh, I don't know, should I do that, or I should do this instead of this, when your guidance is to do what you don't want to do. Okay, there's a shiny object syndrome here. You need to be careful with being pulled out of your element, getting off track, losing sense of self, and gaining clarity by these outside things. There's temptations, people, possessions, material things, money, things that aren't for your highest good, whether you're spending money on something or putting money towards something. It's not boosting your power. I'm telling you, man, go watch your 2024 reading again. This is definitely your temptation for you. The enemy knows what you're up against, but the enemy knows what your potential is. This could be a make or break year for you, but you're gonna have to be paying very close attention to what the true light is. Because the enemy could come in to make it look like it's an angel. Remember, the devil is a fallen angel, right? You're going to be sent people who are going to look like angels or look like they're here to help you, but they're getting you to invest in things or getting you to choose cups that are not for your highest good. That they're actually leading you off of the path as opposed to keeping you on. Okay? But again, a lot of opportunities get presented to you. Some are going to have snakes in the cups. Some are going to have maybe opportunities where there's a lot of money involved, but you know that that's not what you want to do. All right. I'm hearing independent thinking, you going off on your own, or you may be thinking of going off on your own, but there's something here where it's wishful thinking. I mean, Jason, I know you've been doing a lot of work, but what I just heard from my guys, this is challenging truth coming in, and I have to say this, but this is for your highest good. There's something about you're not fully awake yet. You're still working on being really breaking through the veil, but this is a year to move to a next level of breaking through the veil. But there is something here where you're sleeping on things, literally. It's like being ready at all times or being attentive, okay, to the guidance and wisdom that you're being given, that you're being shown, that you're coming across. Everything that you're doing in 2024 is leading you up to be a very powerful speaker and leader. This is being in the spotlight, but this is like a very powerful motivational speaker type of thing, right? Being a very, very, very strong leader who's very wise, very brilliant, very intelligent, but she does things her own way, not the way of everybody else. She has her sight set on her goals. She's very clear as to what it is that she wants, and she knows how to get it. And she attracts people into her life. And if God sends her those people to help her get there, she is going to benefit from their help and she's not going to second guess it. But there's a strong energy this year. You got to be more grounded because apparently there are going to be some certain astrological aspects that are going because you are strong water and this is water energy here that are going to make you stay head in the clouds. You got to be careful with that. And people are going to be brought to you to keep you from being grounded, to keep you in a wishful thinking state. There's also an energy of procrastination with the Seven of Cups. You may even be given a contract this year. It may seem lucrative. It may seem, or somebody makes you an offer, communicates an offer to you, and it's not, you have to be careful. You will get some offers to take, but the majority of the year, you're going to be given offers in some way, shape, or form that are not for your highest good. Again, it's that energy of the trickster energy, and dragons, like, they don't deal with the trickster stuff. And this is also, again, you sticking to your guns, you continuing on the path, and you making very open, honest, clear decision, and you communicating very honestly. Because if you don't, other people around you are gonna pick up on that. The dragons are gonna pick up on that. Like, no, you're not getting to the treasure because you're not being clear, you're not being decisive, you're not being forthcoming, you're not being honest, something like that. Or somebody around you may be doing that, or a combination of both. But yeah, watch out for communication or contracts or letters or documents um, that may seem glorious. Remember the dragon keeping the gold, and you're looking at the gold. Ooh, all that gold back there. And then let's say the dragon moves, and then you get to the gold, and it's fool's gold. Now what? When the real treasure was over there, and somebody else got your treasure, something like that. That's kind of weird. But there are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of like blessings coming in, but it depends where your mindset is. But again, there are going to be things brought to you. A lot of it has to do with wisdom and knowledge. Okay. But if you're literally sleeping and you're not getting that communication, you're not hearing it, you're not doing something with it, it's going to pass you by. And it may not become to you again, and you're going to miss those opportunities. The luck is going to pass you by, is what I heard. Okay. Or there's a decision you need to make. There are going to be decisions you need to make this year, but you're going to be sleeping on it. You're going to be clouded judgment. Like, no, I don't think I should make that decision. No, I don't think I should do this instead. I should do that instead. That would look better. That will get me there faster. Blah, 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 blah. Something's interfering with you trusting your intuition. And when I hear sleeping on it, yeah, there's something about you procrastinating on something. But whatever this is, if you stop procrastinating on it, it's going to create a breakthrough for you. You're just not doing it. You're not confident enough to make that decision, Jason. When you already know that your intuition's on point. The 7 of Cups is also you're being influenced by other people outside things, and it's interfering with your judgment, with your decision making. Other people are influencing your decision making. You know what decision you need to make, and you need to make it. You've been sitting on it for way too long. That's why you haven't broken through the veil yet. That's why you haven't seen the breakthrough because you're hesitating. You're procrastinating. You're sleeping on it because of other people, other things. You being afraid to make that call. I just heard you can't wait any longer. It's gonna boost your frequency levels is what I've heard because I'm looking at the Queen of Wands right here, which means it's gonna make your light more luminous. But you need to be clear. You need to be clear on what you want. You need to be clear about this decision. Just say, you know what? I'm gonna make this decision. That's it. That's it. And once you do that, things are gonna change. And every time you get into a situation where you're like, I don't know about that. I should do this instead. I should do that instead. I should get that instead. I should get this instead. I really shouldn't be doing. I don't really think that's going to benefit me. What was your guidance? There's going to be a lot of this year, Jason. So it depends. You got to be clear, very clear, and really ground yourself and really, really clear some energies because you've got some blockages with that 7 of Cups. Ah, 7 of Cups, 7 chakras. You've got things interfering with all 7 of your chakras. There we go. Thanks, Holy Spirit. And these things are going to come in, and you're going to be, you got to have confidence in your decision making. Nope, nope. This is right for my highest good. This is what I need to do. This is what the guidance has been given. This is what I got to go after. Blah, 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 blah. You need to understand your power. Even if you get confused a little bit, even if you're not sure, it's like, you know what? Let me just make the damn decision and just trust what happens afterwards. That is the confidence of the Queen of Wands. God just wants you to make decisions without getting hung up on it, without worrying about what happens later. Because you're going to see the magic happen after you make the decision, not before. You need to trust in your own power because you are more powerful than you realize. And when you just decision, nope, I'm gonna do it. Nope, I don't care. Wait, what? What? I only have $20 in my bank account, and God's telling me to give $20 to that homeless person. Okay, let me not worry about what the $20 being gone. And then God blesses you with $2,000 in your account. You see what I'm saying? You got to learn how to be more decisive, and that's gonna be challenging for you to do because you're not really fully used to that. But the energy of the dragon is going to boost that for you. But you got to have a lot more courage and confidence in yourself when it comes to making choices. The first intuitive hit you get, done. The first hit you get when you're speaking, you're leading, you're teaching, whatever, say it. Don't sit on it. Don't sleep on it. Don't get hung up on it. Just blah, word vomit, whatever. Just do it. That's it. This is the Nike year for all of us. Just fucking do it. No more sitting on it. Okay? And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look like what everybody else is doing. Like, right? Like me, they're telling me to do this type of life. I'm like, what? Why? Okay, whatever. Just do it, Jess. Just do it. Because they're always going to set you up. And you're not going to know. You're going to get confused. You're going to like, what? Why am I doing this? This is exactly what I was in when I started. It's like, why am I doing this type of reading? Setting you up. Just do the damn thing. Just make the decision. Wait, Jason, what did you say? The one I got you? I'm just reading the chat right now. Yes, and I know dragons are your favorite. I remember that. Okay. Listen, you already saw an example of this. Remember what I heard, Jess? Get the Celtic Spirit Oracle. Yeah, that's the one you're talking about. Deck that Jason got you because I have two Celtic Oracle decks. They said get the one Jason sent you. And I said, guys, which card is it? And I asked them for guidance, lead me to the card that I need to read for Jason, and they led me to the Gatekeeper, which I remembered what that was about. It's funny because I'm going to use that deck next month for my March readings. And I didn't want to get up and get the deck. I was like, okay, let me just try to channel what I'm getting. And they said, no, you get the card deck. You get up out of your seat. Don't just sit there. Get up out of your seat. Get the card deck. We'll tell you what card it is. You need to read the whole thing. Obedience. It's like God telling me to go to the beach yesterday, and then we went to the beach again today. Me running into that keychain and all these other things, and even this reading. No matter what they lead me to, they're always showing me their magic. No matter what the fuck I do. I can go to Margaritaville and the same songs follow me. I can go to a bubble tea place and I get some major sign synchronicities, like no matter what happens. It doesn't make sense at the beginning, but sometimes it makes sense later. Sometimes it won't make sense at all, ever. Or it won't make sense until years later. So, right? But yeah, I think this year your readings are going to be way more powerful. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, there's more in you. I'm like, that's not how Jason reads. That's not how he speaks. You're giving great guidance. I mean, kudos to you for that. But your delivery, you need to step it up. The delivery needs to be more. Okay? It's like what I do. You're going to be speaking with a little bit. Remember where we talked about shouting in our other live stream, our private live stream, right? Remember that? It was during the Aquarius activation. Do you remember what I said about that? More power, more passion, more fire. All right. Remember, in your birth chart, you don't have much of that. This is going to be a big challenge for you. Okay. I cannot wait until that happens because I see it in you. It is there. And I know you're leading up to it, but man, the day that I see you do a reading or you're talking or something, and you're just like, blam, in your fucking face, I'm going to jump up or down. I don't know, jump on my bed. I'm gonna go buy myself a drink. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, it's gonna be amazing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna see a whole other side of Jason in the flesh. Oh my god. I can't wait. Yeah, see, King Henry energy, but you're gonna do it the right way this time. Because you know how bold King Henry was, right? I mean, he broke away from the Catholic Church. You know how big dick energy that is? You know how he spoke to people? He knew what he wanted and he got it, right? He's like, you can't stop me. Anyway, that's what we got. I think I am done. Oh yeah, the Super Bowl's today. Alrighty. This is cool. Every time like, the songs get louder. Oh, look, Globetrotter. Somebody's going to be doing a lot of traveling soon. That's a pretty cool playlist. And you know what I looked up? Chinese mountains. Who would have thought? Yeah, I know you'll get to it. I know. But again, this is the year to benefit from the energy of that dragon. Because then next year it's going to be even different, like really explosive in a good way. But remember, like, again, with the sleeping thing, all right, you're getting a lot of intelligence, communication, wisdom, guidance, but you're sleeping through it. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. So, um, that was very interesting. All right. Well, happy Chinese New Year. Happy Year of the Dragon. Unleash the Dragon. Oh my God. You know what I'm getting? Like, dude, I'm already feeling what's going to be happening on Friday's virtual party. Um, what was I going to say? Like, somebody's not literally unleashing the dragon, but you know what the dragon is supposed to represent, right? Somebody's got a very powerful dragon in their pants. So it's kind of like this very strong sexual energy where they're kind of waiting to release it, unleash it. It's like, oh, you don't want to see this, right? Again, it's that Cisco song. What does he talk about? I don't think you really want me to unleash the dragon, something like that. It's a fun song. Oh my god, that's a great album, by the way. I absolutely love that album. It gets you going. Mm, yeah, it's pretty cool. But there's an energy that somebody wants to unleash the dragon. That is the energy of the Queen of Wands. Somebody's energy is so powerful It's sexy, it's confident, it's in your face, it's like this passion, and it's fueling the fire of somebody else to, like, I need that feminine, I need that Queen of Wands in my life, like, that's why that Unleash the Dragon energy is coming out, because the more powerful she becomes, they're all something about how she speaks. She speaks with a lot of fire. There is somebody here who has strong fire in their chart. Always been a natural leader, very powerful leader, but the way she speaks is captivating, it's mesmerizing, it's inspiring, it's motivating. It's mind-blowing, it's did I say inspiring? There's another word here. It's like, oh my god. Sorry, I can't draw Raphael. I don't know. Explosive. I'm hearing the word capsizing. It's like somebody's power just throws them off. And with that 7 of Cups, now I'm seeing like a fantasy unicorn energy. That strong unicorn energy with the 7 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I'm getting some energy for somebody else, Jason. So, um, but this is kind of like what you're leading up to, because at some point your person's going to see this in you and you'll be like, I'm going to jump on Jason's face, type of thing, right? So, yes, that's right. You have Leo and Saturn in Leo. It's definitely a huge challenge for you, but because you're restricting yourself from that power. You'll get there. I can't wait. I'm hearing something about somebody's a dream come true. Like they have everything they could ever want, right? That this Queen of Wands is somebody else's dream. That is actually a lyric in the You Give Me Something song by James Morrison. It's like somebody is everything they could ever wish for, hope for, and more. Like there's so many things about them that just they can't take their eyes off. They can't not see. The Queen of Wands is the woman that every man wants, or the man that every woman wants. Hot, inside and out, very attractive, could be exotic looking, very brilliant, excellent leadership skills, carries themselves very well, not self-conscious about a damn thing, no body image issues, no self-confidence issues, no self-worth issues, um, very innovative, um, very powerful speaker for sure. They carry a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and they're like, "How does this person know all this stuff?" Um, very strong, but not very demanding, not temperamental, doesn't utilize their looks or their intelligence to trap people, to confuse people, to, again, a wishful thinking or try to utilize their power for bad, utilize their good looks, their intelligence, like a Jezebel enemy to get something that they want, right? Someone who's not someone who is mutable, someone who can adapt to change as well. It's like somebody's looking at this Queen of Wands with this energy, just like, oh my God, that is a dream of a woman. It's a dream of a man. But the Queen of Wands energy with that Ace of Swords just tie with the Seven of Cups just tie into someone um, thinking, no, that's a unicorn. That's in a fantasy world. That doesn't exist. Wishful thinking. There's no way I can get with somebody like that. It's you're limiting yourself, right? You're limiting yourself. Why? Who told you you can't have somebody like that? If that's the person of your dreams and you're telling yourself there's no way I can get that, you just like kicked yourself in the ass. You just settled by thinking that, by saying that. You are limiting the fact that you can have what you really want. That makes sense, Jason. So that makes a lot of sense. But anyway, that's what we got. So I'm gonna go probably reheat my tea, clear this stuff, get ready for my shower. Gotta get ready for the game. I'm kind of like iffy in the game today, so is my son, but you know, I'll watch it. Usher's doing the halftime show. That should be glorious to watch. That's funny. It'd be funny if Rick Astley shows up. I did predict earthquakes yesterday, so I got that going for me. Not that I need not that I need proof, but you know, it's kind of crazy when that happens. Anyway, Jason, thank you for the donation as always. Thank you for moderating and for being here. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jason, for doing the timestamps for me. I'm so grateful for you. Okay. Um, yeah. So I'm sure I'll be talking to you sometime again. Anyone else who's here, go forth and conquer. Um, if you're watching the Super Bowl, I hope you enjoy your time. Um, I'm hearing may the best man win. It's funny. And have a wonderful, glorious, stellar week. Don't forget to do you all day, every day. You are important. All right. Your happiness should be fulfilled first. It's a state of healthy selfishness, right? Um, yeah, I'll see you guys, God willing, next Saturday around 10 p.m. or whatever they tell me to do this thing. All right. I love you guys with the love of Christ. Bye.